sound right, boy.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You are looking live at a packed and loud BENXT Dome, currently seating 3.2 trillion of the BENXT faithful, which is admittedly a little bit awkward because I forgot to update the Ticketmaster website. We are, of course, in the Billy in the Bank Arena tonight. Nobody really knew and they went to the wrong building. Hello, PlayStation Nation. Are you there?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
Confirmed PlayStation Nation in the house. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you've had a lovely day. Tonight, it is finally time for Billy in the Bank 2026. We need to crown a Mr. Billy in the Bank. We need to crown a Mrs. Billy in the Bank. We need to crown new world champions, new tag team champions. It's all on the line tonight.
My dude, how are you? How was your day? It's Ben Potter PlayStation Nation BENXT stream time. Ben Potter is best.
Liar.
Hope you're having an awesome day, my friend.
Stephen, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. I have had a good day, thank you. The heat is back. I'm wearing my dinner jacket because it is a big fancy night of wrestling action and I have to look my best for Billy in the Bank. I am unhappy to report that it is currently 27 British degrees at the commentary desk, so I must immediately remove the dinner jacket because I think I will die, so it's coming off. It's coming off immediately. It's not staying on. Get it off me.
Billy up this bank.
Melo Dino, thank you very much for the... I just pulled my shoulder. God, I'm getting old. Thank you so much for the bits. Let's Billy up this bank indeed. Let's bloody do it. Let's do it. Veraxis the Witch. Hello, Ben. How was your day? Hope you've been okay during the heat. It's been alright, to be honest. I've got a fan going. I've been cracking on with some worst game stuff today, which has been great. Really getting ahead on that. I've been preparing for Billy in the Bank, of course, this evening. We're all ready. The match card is prepared. I'm excited to do it. It's going to be good. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all swinging by. Shane Mack, 1986. Thank you for the resub. 13 months. I hope you're doing okay, Shane. I hope you're well. Now, as some of you will... Oh, I'm so old. Now, as some of you will have seen on social media and perhaps on the Discord as well, immediately following this stream, there's going to be a sponsored stream. Now, it's only going to be 30 minutes long. There will be no raid at the end of tonight's stream. If you could just stick around for half an hour, it would massively help me out because it's a sort of per views kind of deal. And that is that we are going to be live reacting to the Esports World Cup opening ceremony. It's taking place this evening, apparently. I've been asked to live react to it, so that's what we're going to do. As I said, only half an hour. If you could stick around, I'm going to be ending this stream, going straight into the next one. It would help me immeasurably if you wouldn't mind hanging out with me for 30 to 35 minutes while we watch. Apparently DJ Snake is going to be there. We all know that one, right? Yes? We love DJ Snake here, so I don't even need to say that, right? So that'll be happening immediately following tonight's broadcast. That does mean that we have a hard cutoff of 9 p.m. So we will be finishing tonight's stream at 9 to immediately go into the next stream because we're going to be pushing it pretty close to the wire. There's not going to be an awful lot left of the opening ceremony by the time we start going live. So we have to start then. We have to start then. But that's a little way away. Tonight, we've been building up to it for weeks now. We've been seeing the rivalries build. We've been seeing the title tension ramp up. The divisions getting more and more ferocious as people have been battling for the top 2 spots on each show to qualify for the Billy in the Bank ladder match. And I'm excited that I can finally reveal who has qualified and who hasn't, because we have shuffled a couple of things around based on some people who already have title shots and were already sat at the top of their respective divisions. They are not in the Billy in the Bank ladder match anymore. That does, of course, open an opportunity for whoever was in third place to enter the Billy in the Bank ladder match. But before we do that, I'm very excited to reveal to you all the brand new Danji's Designs designed Monday Night Babs Tag Team Championships. Beautiful. Look at them. Or it, I suppose. Isn't it magnificent? We've got the Barbaras up there with the bonk sticks. We've got the bonk side plate. We've got the Babs side plate. Very, very cool indeed. This is hot off the presses. Dan sent this to me a couple of hours ago. So once again, a humongous thank you to Dan for designing this and sending it over. Go check out his website, singular, at danjisdesigns.com. Danji's Designs is one of the business logos that will be adorning the Billy in the Bank ring mat this evening. A big thank you to everybody who sent over their logos. I'm very excited to showcase some of the businesses and podcasts and so on, bands and so forth, that this wonderful community are a part of. So there we are. Welcome in everybody just joining. We're just about to reveal the card for Billy in the Bank 2026. I should also say, actually, that tonight, because it is a special occasion, I have removed my jacket. 27 degrees, will die. I am, once again, on the piss. It's a special occasion, I'm allowed. It's alright, it's a special occasion. So this will go really well, I'm sure. I believe we're off to a fantastic start because the game has got stuck. This has happened before multiple times when I've been updating belt designs and so on, and it seems to have crashed. Well, it's not crashed, but it does get stuck in a loading cycle. So let's just close that, and then we're gonna hop back in. There we are. Oh, so that's good for the sponsored stream. Oh yeah, absolutely. I imagine that by the time the sponsored stream rolls around, I will be as professional as I possibly can be. So, good. Right. Hopefully now it will let me continue. And we shall see. I do not have my foot bath today. I don't think I need it. I don't know how hot it was during the heat wave, specifically. I didn't have an actual thermostat in here. I do know it's hot, but I think we should be okay. I've got a fan going. I've got alcohol, which, as we all know, it's science. It is good for you. Better than water, some people say. So, there we go. Right, our opening match. Leon Sex Kennedy challenges for the Monday Night Babs Men's Championship that he lost to his husband, Chris Redfield, in an Inferno match. Inferno matches are new this year. I don't know if it's going to end up being like an ambulance match or a casket match where it goes on for 6 million years. We'll bloody find out. But the title is on the line, and one of them's going to walk out as champ. Our first Billy in the Bank ladder match of the night. The men starting things off. James Worm, Seth Pissin Rollins, Senior Joe, Dick Mychenko, Brian Michael Bendis, and Danny DeVito, all vying for that briefcase, inside of which is a contract that allows them to have a World Championship opportunity at any moment. Dr. Anal Hill, Silas the Dog Boy, you'll notice both sporting their alternate pay-per-view attire, are challenging P-Volution's Dave Bautista and Randy Honking for the Pip Down Tag Team Championships. Gollum defends the Butterfield Championship title belt against Pippa the Cat, with other guy Ben Potter and the Drinks Fairy in her corner. I brushed Pippa today outside. So much fur came off her, we had enough to create a whole new Pippa. There are now 2 Pippas. Then it's the women's turn. Grimace, Biker Barbara Piss, Stone Cold Barbara Piss, Analogistic, Mona Wanks, and the Chevrolet Matisse vie for the women's Billy in the Bank ladder match. Emma the Bear defends her BENXT Women's Championship against Bobby Babalooni in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And in our main event, Simon Miller, who in recent weeks has defeated Piss Jericho on a couple of occasions, challenges Piss Jericho for the undisputed Pip Down Men's Championship. So this is the card tonight, and I know some of you may be thinking, where's the Vidiots Championship defense? That's a staple. The card is so stacked that there isn't room. So on next week's BENXT, the first match of Monday Night Babs, we will have the Vidiots triple threat match for the Vidiots Championship. So there we are. Okay. This is what we're starting with, everybody. I hope you're ready. And once again, sorry if you've just joined. Welcome in. It's Billy in the Bank 2026. Immediately following this stream at 9 p.m, I will be live reacting to the Esports World Cup 2026 opening ceremony. They had a look through their... is it Rolodex? Is that it? They had a look through their Rolodex and they said, who's the guy who loves esports the most? Ben Potter definitely knows what an esport is. We'll get him. So we're going to be watching that for about half an hour. I'm going to be ending this stream, going straight into that one. If you could stick around and hang out, I would really appreciate it. And it would help a lot. So thank you in advance. First prediction is now live. Leon Sex Kennedy versus Chris Redfield, who is walking out of this Inferno match as the Monday Night Babs men's champion. Predict now, as I get my music ready. There we go. Okay. We ready, gang? I think it's time to get this flipping pay-per-view started. Here we... Not yet. Here we... Go, here and away we... Here we go. Here we go.
The following contest is an Inferno match.
Inferno match.
And is for the Raw Men's Championship.
The arena has not updated. Off to a good start. It doesn't have the custom logos on the mat. I have to go in here and add it because that's how this game works. Bear with me a second. Bear with me a second. Oh God, probably that one. I don't know. We'll save it. We'll go back in and we'll try. Getting a bit clammy already, gang. I haven't been wearing a hat today. Ooh, the hat may have to come off. There we go. You were speaking about would we still watch you if ... You are the sole reason Wednesday is my favourite day, and it's because of BENXT. Truthfully, I don't really like wrestling so much anymore. Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that you've fallen out of love with wrestling, but that's wonderful. That's really nice to hear. Oh my God, hello. It's really nice to hear. That makes me feel very good. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully this works this time. P47 Molf, thank you so much for the resub. 13 months, unlucky for some, but not for me with all the wet dreams and thick streams over the last 13 months. Thank you, P47. Thank you very much. Right, is that right? Have we got the right logo? I can't actually tell. I'm going to say... No, it's still not done. Bear with me, gang. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we have 2 billion in the bank. This is so annoying. I had everything ready to go. It's always the pissing way, isn't it? It's always the Seth pissing way. Sorry, everybody. Bear with me a second. Do I need to go in here and change it? Edit Billy in the Bank. Show details. Arena. That one, I suppose. In my save file, there's only one. So I assumed that when I updated it, it would update it across the board. That has not happened. Let's try again. Third time's the charm, gang. Right, here we go. I think we've done it. Yes, we've got it. We're good. Leon Sex Kennedy looking to recapture the Monday Night Babs World Championship that he lost to Chris Redfield a little while ago. Become a two-time Monday Night Babs World Champion. The first in history. And look at those logos on the map there. Those were placed in no particular order. Please do not at me. They were just in the order that they were uploaded to the image thing. But it's beautiful to see all those logos there. We'll get a better view of them as the show progresses. Leon Kennedy ready for action here. Looking to get his second world title. And here comes the world champion. With that music that has the brown note in that makes you need to go to the toilet.
God damn it, when does it end?
Chris Redfield, the Alpha. This might actually be the first time we've seen him walk in with his title, which is crazy to think. I do not believe that he has had to defend this championship just yet, so it's only appropriate that it is against the man he loves with all his heart, and also the man that he took that title from in the first place. My amateur production of Oklahoma. Oh, I hope it goes well, Molly. Best of luck. And there's a good look at some of those logos. Chris Redfield is here. The first Inferno match in BENXT history is about to get underway, as is the first title defense of this short reign so far of Chris Redfield. And there it is, that Monday Night Babs Men's World Championship. And down to the ring for the introductions.
Is an Inferno match and is for the Raw Men's Championship.
Oh yes, man.
The challenger from wherever he wants, weighing in at 225 pounds, Leon Sexton Kennedy.
Leon Sexton Kennedy looks ready. He's wrestling in a leather jacket tonight. Wouldn't be me. No chance.
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Raw Men's Champion, Chris Alpha Redhead.
Chris Redfield putting the title on the line tonight. Leon needs to watch out for that boulder punch. It has costed him multiple matches over the past month or so. And there is the Inferno. I can't quite remember what the rules of this match are. I don't know if it's going to tell us. But the outside of the ring is on fire, which is very dangerous indeed. And immediately a leaping clothesline from Chris Redfield, but Leon able to take advantage. And, oh, okay. Over the top rope they go. There appears to be some sort of measurement in the middle of the screen at the bottom, which perhaps is showing how hot it's getting. Have to burn them, I think. Okay, so that seems nice. First man to be hot loses. Okay, so they're trying to set each other on fire, I think, is the point. When they're out here, though, I don't think anything counts. They need to be doing moves inside the ring for the hot to get hotter. And now, Leon sent back inside the ring. Oh, and a big overhand strike from Chris. Oh, and a big clothesline, the fire. Flying up in the air, you saw that dial go up a little bit in the middle there. Hello, Misfit Dan, how are you? Welcome in. I have so many months to catch up on BENXT, it's almost overwhelming. This is a perfect time to hop in then, Gemesis, because lots of titles are on the line tonight. And come Monday Night Babs after this, we will be starting the stories anew. Sent into the corner. Chris Redfield, the champion, scoops up Leon Kennedy. Scoop slam, and the flames go higher. Kip up from Leon. Chris is not phased. Flying forearm, and the champion has been outstanding so far. He did put his hands in the flames, and that's a nice detail that he shook it off afterwards. I bet that ring is colder than my front room at the moment. I'm still on 27 degrees in here. Leon now looking to leave his mark in this match. Ducks under. Oh, and a big Leg lariat from Leon Sex Kennedy, and the moonsault doesn't connect. Knees up from the champion. Leon sent into the ropes, comes back. Chris ducks down, leaps over. What's Chris Redfield going to do? Going for the belly to belly. The challenger says no. Point of the elbow to the face of the champion. And now, oh, magnificent technique here from the challenger. Look at that, and the power as well. And the temperature is rising more and more. And the strikes from Leon Sex Kennedy sends the champion face first. Oh, and the knees up. The challenger went for broke Leon, going for the sparkle splash, and Chris Redfield managed to get the knees up. That is devastating. And here is that kendo stick, which quite frankly in an environment of this nature is practically kindling and incredibly dangerous. And Chris Redfield looking a little bit tired. He has got his signature though, so Leon needs to watch out. This thing could be over in short order. He's taking his time. He's having a breather. It's got to be sweltering. Oh, he took way too long. And Leon caught him. Oh, and he connects with that moonsault as well. Absolutely beautiful from Leon Sex Kennedy, who's about to get a signature of his own. Oh, but that didn't quite do it. All flash from Leon. Chris Redfield, though, knows this game all too well. And here's the Thez press with some hammering blows. And let's see what Chris Redfield can do from here. Misfit Dad 76, 120 stream streak. Thank you so much. Superman punch misses from Chris Redfield. German suplex, that grandma from Leon Sex Kennedy. And Leon's getting warmed up. Smashing the champion. Big boot. Chris Redfield recovers nicely. Leon gets out the way. Boot to the midsection. Up he goes. Oh! And there's the brainbuster. The zombie brainbuster from Leon Sex Kennedy. The champion is down and out. Oh, and again with that unbelievable aerial athleticism. And Chris somehow is getting back to his feet. Oh, but he's really struggling. You can tell he walked straight into that disaster kick and then straight into that super kick as well. And Chris Redfield, it's all fallen apart for him in here. Another face first driven into the floor. And what is he looking to do now? Big drop kick to the side of the head, and Leon Kennedy has a second finisher. Chris Redfield had his signature, went for the Superman punch. You can see the Inferno at the bottom of the screen now. Leon countered it, was able to hit the German suplex, that grandma, and now Chris desperately trying to mount some sort of comeback. And he picks up that kendo stick. Leon Sex Kennedy fully in the driving seat here. Signature and finisher ready to go. Inferno at full power. I don't know how the Inferno match works. Now toss your opponent outside to burn them. Right, so that might be it. Oh! Manages to take down the challenger, Chris. Looking pissed off, quite frankly. Just trying to punish Leon here. And just smacking him about. And Chris Redfield does now have a boulder punch if he wants to use it. He's got a finisher ready to go. Leon Sex Kennedy, though, could go for another brainbuster. He decides to kick him right in the face, though, and once again, Chris Redfield is down and going to town on him once again with that kendo stick. Leon just needs to throw him over the top rope. We've got a screen full of Leon arse. Sparkle splash again. No answer from Chris Redfield. He is really hurting in this opening match. Up onto the shoulders. Leon taking him over to that fire, looking to throw him over. Can Chris hold on, or is his title immediately going to pass straight back to Leon? Oh, and Leon captures his second world championship. And despite looking absolutely unstoppable early on, Chris Redfield has lost the title back to his husband, and he's been set on fire as well. Insult to injury. He is dead. What an explosive start to this. He's being put out by a referee. Oh dear. Leon won, but was it really decisive, or was it more that he survived? What an unforgiving match type that is. In this Inferno match, we start things off with a bang here on Billy in the Bank 2026, and Leon recaptures his World Championship, and I think him collapsing down after the match, not even celebrating with his title, speaks volumes about what they've both just put themselves through. Bloody hell. Hey, the Inferno match was fun, wasn't it? We should do more of those in the future. Leon Sex Kennedy recaptures the Monday Night Babs Men's Championship. He is a 2-time champion now. And it's just these two men that have held that championship since it was introduced at the beginning of Season 2. I think that leather jacket has melted onto him. Well, great. Now the ring will smell like Crispy Chris for the rest of the night. We've got our first Billy in the Bank ladder match up next. This is going to be a difficult one for me to sort the music for because all these guys are on different shows. And as I've mentioned before, I have moved all of my entrance music into different folders depending on which show they're in. So I'm going to have to scroll all over the place here. I think James and Seth are on Monday Night Babs though, so that should make things a little bit easier. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're all right, actually. I think we're going to be okay. Are we setting a timer for these ladder matches? No, we are not. I think we need to see it play out. It could take a while. It usually does. But recently when we've had ladder matches, it hasn't been too bad. But we'll see. If this one takes forever, next one, we'll put some sort of timer on it. Hello, Deadeye Minis. Welcome in. Let me just get up my running order of the music. There we go. I seen something today for you to look up. If you Google Greg Davis Chuckle Vision, it bears a striking resemblance to a certain boss of the rules. Oh my god. Okay, I'll make a note. I'll have a look at that later, I promise you. Parallel Invention turns out, Rules Boss. There's a character in, what was it? Little Big Planet 3 and Sackboy: A Big Adventure that looks an awful lot like Rules Boss. Awful lot like Rules Boss. Right. Here we go, everybody. The first Billy in the Bank match of the night. Predictions will be live momentarily. Big thank you to the mods on deck here. Appreciate you guys very much. Get ready to predict with those BENXT bucks. Who is going to be the one to get a guaranteed World Championship shot of their choosing at the time of their choosing as well? This is part of the reason why I've positioned a couple of the title matches towards the end of the show, just in case we get a cash-in. I don't know if we will, but you never know. Here we go, everyone. Predictions are live. Let's do this thing. First Billy in the Bank match is about to get underway. The name's Worm. James Worm. Here to sleuth and win flipping championships. This is, of course, the entrance that they added to the game for the Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, which just so happened to be monumentally self-centered, but also very appropriate, I think, for James Worm. So, there we go. Sort of. There it is, hanging above the ring. The Worm. James Worm, the first man to qualify for the Billy in the Bank ladder match. Climb the ladder, grab the briefcase. Get yourself a World Championship. That is the mission. The Worm is the first in. And it's time now to piss it down. Looking limber. Going in the suit. Of course he is. Piss it down! Seth Pissin Rollins, the leader of the Undisputed Era, has not tasted World Championship gold, but he does perform exceptionally well in these big, important matches. We'll see how he fares as I desperately try and find the music for the next one. Seth Pissin Rollins marching into battle. That's how he laughs, by the way. He's here and he's ready for action. I bet James Worm also loves DJ Snake. Everyone loves DJ Snake. We've all heard of him. We've all heard of him. Pierce. Those are the two men who qualified from Monday Night Babs. We now move on to the two who qualified from the BENXT roster. Starting with upgraded metal arm on Joe, by the way. Look how shiny it is. At best. Stick go down. Thank you very much. Trailing Badger prediction standings. James Worms 28%, Seth Pissin Rollins 13%. Senior Joe 14, Dick Machinko 22, Brian Michael Bendis 15, Danny DeVito 8%. Senior Joe is ready. Let's introduce the other man representing BENXT. That looks dangerous. I can't believe that's legal, to be honest.
Drop dead, motherfucker, you fucking amateurs.
It's been a minute since we've heard this. Richard Magnum, big demo dick himself, who's taken a bit of a hiatus in recent months. We haven't seen much of him in Season 2. He's looking as veiny as ever. It's quite disturbing, really, quite frankly. Wants to get his championship back. I talked the other week on BENXT about how the untouchable Tim has really only had one big stumbling block in his career, and that is in the form of Demo Dick. If Demo Dick could capture this Billy in the Bank, briefcase here tonight, then Tim's days as champion could well be numbered. And now over to the Pip Down roster. And we're starting things off with Brian Michael Bendis.
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 228 pounds, Brian Michael Morales.
Of course, Brian Michael Bendis did done Miles Morales, lest we forget. And he is a former multi-time world champion in his own right. He is exceptionally athletic, frighteningly fast. And it remains to be seen how he's going to perform in a ladder match scenario. But one man who, quite frankly, may have difficulty climbing the ladder at all, given his advancing years, he will be by far the oldest man in this match. Wrong one. Is, of course, Danny DeVito.
From New Jersey, weighing in at 176 pounds, Trash Man.
The Trash Man, the final entrant in this Billy in the Bank men's ladder match. As I said before, that briefcase above the ring should be the only thing on anyone's mind. You get that briefcase, you cash it in, you become world champion. Danny's ready. The other competitors are ready. This is what we're here for. And we are underway. Two ladders on the outside of the ring, of course. Someone will need to bring them in. As Brian Michael Bendis jumps out, knocks over one of the ladders, which isn't great. James Worm and Senior Joe going at it inside the ring. Looks like Brian Michael Bendis and Danny DeVito exchanging blows out there. And Dick Machinko and Seth Pissin Rollins are facing off. Oh, no, they're not. Dick's just walking around on his own. Oh, and he misses with that spinning back fist on Danny DeVito. Big clothesline. from Samoa Joe inside the ring with that metallic robotic arm. James Worm slips out there. We can really get a good look at those logos inside the ring. The beautiful community-owned businesses of the BENXT faithful. Oh! Brian Michael Bendis connects with that kendo stick. Seth Piston Rollins and Senor Joe inside the ring. James Worm, oh, gets caught by Brian outside. Just crumpled with that DDT. Senor Joe slides out. Brian Michael Bendis ducks out of the way. And it's Seth Piston Rollins and Danny DeVito now, as Demo Dick looks to insert his massive muscular frame into things here. And it's Dick Manchinko is the first to retrieve a ladder. And there's James Worm following suit. I think James has slid one in. And not to be outdone, Dick Manchinko is doing the same thing. James Worm picks up one of the ladders. Dick Manchinko picks up one of the ladders. The two men swing, but it's James who connects first. Ladder immediately set up. No one is paying any attention to him. Now he's started to climb. Brian Michael Bendis is going to try and stop him, and Dick Manchinko will push over the ladder. And that's going to stop that. Brian taking down Dick Manchinko with the head scissors. On the outside there you see Samoa Joe inserting himself into things. And a bit of tag team continuity here. Double side Russian leg sweep from Seth Piston Rollins and Danny DeVito to Senor Joe. Out goes Brian. Oh, and James Worm just misses with the chair, and Dick Manchinko makes him pay. Still 27 degrees in this room. As Dick Manchinko rains down those elbows. Oh, and Brian's having a good time, but walks straight into a knee strike by Seth Piston Rollins. Absolutely incredible. It always happens. We love the close-ups on the taunts. And, I mean, that one wasn't so necessary. I think the Poison Rana just happened to Seth Rollins. Demo Dick. Oh, we saw Danny DeVito jump out into the crowd there, and he came back. He thought better of it. And what are we looking at here? Demo Dick's grabbed Brian Michael Bendis. Sent him into the ropes, and Brian just pushes him aside and then takes him down. And Brian completely misses with that. James Worm looking to take advantage of Danny DeVito. Oh God, a stunner. On the ladder, I think Danny DeVito actually landed buttocks first, tailbone first. And all 6 men are now back in the ring. This is absolutely breaking down. Oh, and there go 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 6 of them. They've all gone. Everyone's forgotten the point of this match, which they often do. Set up the ladder, climb the ladder. Dick Manchinko has remembered. He picks up the ladder, takes out Danny DeVito, and Seth scares him and he drops it. That's a shame. And Seth Rollins continues to strike. Boots to the face. Down goes Dick Manchinko. Dick is stunned. The remaining 5 men enter the ring. Elbow drop misses from Seth Piston Rollins. Absolute chaos in this Billy in the Bank ladder match. And again, Danny DeVito and Seth Piston Rollins working together. Interesting tactics. I mean, that didn't last very long. On look at the power of the Trash Man, if indeed you can see it at all, through James Worm's bum. And Danny DeVito showing some incredible athleticism as Brian Michael Bendis is sent out. James Worm follows. Forearm to the spine. Inside the ring, we may be looking for the pedigree. Oh, and down goes Dick Manchinko. Of course, there are no pinfalls, there are no submissions in a match like this. The only way to win is to climb the ladder. Currently, there isn't a single ladder set up. Only one is clinging to life inside the ring, and it's very nearly been knocked out of the ring. And I believe Seth Rollins is marching around out there with a set of stairs. I'm not really sure why. He puts them down, thinks better of it. Everybody going after everyone in this drop kick from Brian Michael Bendis. James Worm takes down Seth Rollins on the outside. Oh, look at that Northern Lights suplex from Danny DeVito to Dick Manchinko, and a ladder is still hanging on there. And here comes another one. Who's got it? It's James Worm, once again, is the man to set up the ladder. And we can't really see what's going on because we're following Danny. James Worm again has his hands on the briefcase. No one is looking at him. He's making progress. Danny. Oh, and they're both pushing over the ladder. Oh, and James Worm is dangling. Is someone going to get him down? He's still got it. And there it is, a powerbomb from Brian Michael Bendis. It's not the laddest match, it's just ladder the most. Exactly. Exactly. Absolute anarchy. It appears now a table is being introduced. It's just like a bunch of children, isn't it? Where have you got that from? Put that back. Where did you get that? Where have you found that? Drop it. Drop it, that's dangerous. 3 ladders and a table inside the ring at the moment. Dick Mychinko looks absolutely exhausted. You know, he looks the part. He's obviously in spectacular shape, but there's maybe some of that ring rust from not being in this match or not being in regular competition for a while starting to affect Dick Mychinko. He's getting a bit gassed, getting a bit tired. James Worm picked up a ladder and immediately lent it up in the corner, which isn't hugely helpful. Seth Rollins I thought he was alone in the ring there. Would have been a perfect opportunity. He picks up Danny DeVito. What could we be looking for here? Danny able to counter that. Big strike from Danny DeVito. Look at that. Up and down goes Seth Rollins as Senior Joe is now in the ring. Decides to do a taunt and immediately kicks Danny DeVito in the face. And we've cut to an extremely unhelpful angle once again. 4 men. Oh, the back spinning fist from Dick Mychinko. He decides that's enough and he slides out. Picks up the chair. And who's he targeting with that? I think it's probably Seth Rollins. As German suplexes abound in the ring from Senor Joe. Danny DeVito stunned. Brian Michael Bendis watching on. What could be the game plan here? It doesn't appear that any single man in this match has the faintest clue what they're doing. Someone's been busted open, I'm not sure who. It may be Brian. And look at that, the Samoan drop from James Worm. Seth Rollins slides another ladder in. All 6 of these men desperate to become Mr. Billy in the Bank 2026. James Worm. Oh, down goes Brian Michael Bendis. That ladder is somehow standing up on its own, even though it's at an angle. The AI is going crazy in this match. They simply cannot work out what they want to do. James Worm seems to have a pretty good idea of what he's meant to be doing. In here, angle slam from Danny DeVito to James Worm. So that's the end of that, I suppose. Someone else has been busted up. Oh, the piss stomp. Seth Pissin Rollins absolutely caves in the face of Senor Joe. And here comes... God, what number ladder is this? Ladder number 4, maybe? Ladder number 4, but he walks straight into the waiting arms of Dick Mychinko. A counter. Oh no, and another piss stomp. This time to Demo Dick. And Brian Michael Bendis is not let loose from this either. Backed up to the ropes by Seth Rollins. Kicks to the hamstring. Senor Joe is now up to his feet. And he's got a ladder. He's lent it in the corner. That's not how you win, Joe. That is not how you win. Brian Michael Bendis swinging for the fences. Drop kick. Down goes Senor Joe, who rolls outside. Heel kick to Danny DeVito. Oh, God, how did he even do that? Brian Michael Bendis really showing some absolutely incredible aerial ingenuity here. Dick Mychinko sent over the top rope. Brian Michael Bendis follows. James Worm looking at that ladder. Maybe he's going to do something about it. He is. Senor Joe says no. What are you doing? This isn't a ladder match. And then they all say, Joe, it is a ladder match. The point is that this is a ladder match. Why is no one... You should be... Use the ladder, man. Wow, that was a bit weird looking from James Worm. Got the job done, though. Oh, but Senor Joe got his knees up on Brian Michael Bendis. Hello, Tori. How are you? It's been absolute anarchy so far. The only person to climb the ladder successfully has been James Worm. He's done it twice. Got his fingertips on the briefcase on a couple of occasions. Since then, nothing. Nobody seems to remember why they're actually here. They're all just beating the crap out of each other. Case in point, Dick Mychinko delivers a chair shot to the face of Danny DeVito on the outside and now steps in the ring. But here's Seth Rollins waiting for him. Sends him straight back over the top rope and a right hand. Counter from Demo Dick. Springboard. Takes down Seth. Boos raining down for Dick Mychinko, but he's nowhere near. German suplex, number 1. And number 2 from Danny DeVito. Can he go for the third? There it is with the release. Seth Rollins, Danny DeVito. The only 2 men currently in the ring. 3 men now. Senior Joe and Seth Rollins. Massive Uranagi from Senior Joe to Seth Rollins, landing awkwardly on that ladder, no less. And Senior Joe, just the disrespect, the face wash with the boot, all the way across. And Joe, again, one-on-one with Seth Rollins here. In the centre of the ring, everybody else distracted on the outside. Counter from Seth. Joe just a little bit faster. Here come 2 more ladders. The ladders are back in the ring again. They're all colliding with each other. Dick Mychinko, stop putting it in the corner. Richard, that's not where it goes. James Worm. Oh, he's doing a taunt. Brilliant. We needed a close-up of that. Just a heads up that for the sponsored stream that's taking place immediately after the end of this BENXT broadcast at 9 PM, I will have to drop the auto mod to level 2, which means that if you want to say the word anal, you can only say it during this stream. So please make the most of it. James Worm slides in. Demo Dick springboard connects. Of course, we do have Dr. Raynor Hill and Silas the Dog Boy challenging for the Pit Down Tag Team titles later tonight. And Demo Dick has it set up now. He's walking away from it. I don't know why he's doing that, and he's absolutely buggered it because Senior Joe is counted, and Senior Joe says, you know what, I'll climb it then. No, he's not. He's done a running knee strike. Oh, Brian, stop doing taunts. On a big forearm from Dick Mychinko. And Dick now walking Senior Joe over to the other apron, and here's a piss stomp to Joel. James Worm with the counter into the RKO. Absolutely incredible. And there is Brian Michael Bendis with the I Done Miles Morales on the outside as well. Moves, and James is climbing the ladder again. Brian sees it happening. He's leaping to action. He's the only man who can stop him. No, Dick's interfering. James Worm! It's James Worm! Double OW, who is Mr. Billy in the Bank 2026. He was, quite frankly, the only man in this match who paid any attention to the ladder. Nobody else had eyes for anything other than glory, by which I mean doing cool moves. James Worm does it. He climbs the ladder, and that Billy in the Bank briefcase is making its way to Monday Night Babs. So newly minted 2-time Monday Night Babs world champion Leon Sex Kennedy, who defeated Chris Redfield in the previous match, will have to keep his head on a bloody swivel. It's the Worm. It cut him off. The Worm. Jay echoes out into eternity. For God's sake, he didn't even get to celebrate. They wouldn't even say his name properly. Well, a massive congratulations to James Worm, the 2026 Billy in the Bank men's ladder match winner. Game knows we're on a tight schedule. We are on a tight schedule. Bloody hell. Still 27 degrees. Temperature's not dropping yet. The PC is in use. The PS5 is in use. It's crazy. Bloody hell. What's our sponsored stream? I'm glad you asked. 9 PM. We tune in to the Esports World Cup opening ceremony for 30 uninterrupted, contracted minutes, at which point we will stop reacting. But I understand that there's going to be music, so that's fun. And I do hope that as many of you as possible will stick around and hang out with me, because I'll be stopping this stream and then immediately starting the next one. Maybe I'll go to the toilet first. But the way the sponsorship works is that it is on a sort of views, DM per views kind of basis. So the more people we have there, the more it helps me out. So if you could stick around, that would be fantastic. I'd appreciate it. Is it 8:52 now? No, it is 6:52. All good. All good. We've got plenty of time. Right. Poops McGee, thank you so much for the resub. 10 months. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Billy in the Bank time. I've watched a BENXT stream before, and I'm going to give this everything I've got on the VOD. Enjoy your wrestle show, everyone. I'm off to bed. Sleep well. Sleep well. Thank you so much for the resub. Now, just a heads up that if you think, oh, I'll catch the VOD, you will have to catch the VOD here on Twitch, because this stream will almost certainly have licensed music in it. It's got DJ Snake. DJ Snake's going to be there, apparently, which is big news for all of us. But as a result, almost certainly going to be copyright matched, and it only being 30 or so minutes long, I will not be uploading this to the VOD channel. So if you can stick about, love it. If you want to watch it back, you can watch it back on Twitch. So there we are. The DJ Snake, the DJ Snake is going to be there. That's not all. Hi Scott, how are you? There's also going to be, I know I don't want to get you too excited. There's also going to be Aya Nakamura and Theodora. So, you know, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing, I imagine. Right, up next, the Pip Down Tag Team Championships are on the line. The Dark Picture Pals, Dr. Anal Hill, who of course we saw just yesterday when we were playing Man of Medan, and Silas the Dog Boy, both dressed in their premium live event attire, specially for Billy in the Bank, take on the incumbent Dave Bautista and Randy Honking of P-Volution, looking to capture their second tag team titles. They're one-time BENXT Tag Team Champions. Can they become Pip Down Tag Team Champions tonight as well? Am I old for not knowing who any of them are? No, and I'm being facetious. I have no idea who they are either. I don't know who they are. But it's DJ Snake! I don't know who that is. But we're going to learn. Maybe. We're going to learn. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura's going to be... No, I don't know. Right, okay. Everybody knows that's DJ Snake. Everybody knows. I'm only watching if DJ Snake swallows a mouse whole. Right, predictions live. Hello? Yes, that's what we're doing. Fuck, it's warm. Okay, here we go. Let's crack on. Second championship defense of the night. Get ready to rock out with the Dark Picture Pals.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Theodora is one of the breakout artists of a new generation, whatever that means. Good to know. Silas the Dog Boy, of course. The current Little Kong Strong champion, looking to become Silas 2 belts here tonight.
Have I already decided my fate? I try to keep a little hope, but I'm hanging on the road, and all I see while I fall are dark pictures on the wall.
The deep V on Hill is a power move. It's the deepest V I've ever seen. The deepest!
Do I have time?
Tear of Grace,
or
hello.
is it too late?
How you doing?
Have I already decided mine? I try to keep a little hope, but I'm hanging on the road, and all I see while I fall are dark pictures on the wall.
Fucking spectacular. Never gets old, that. Dark Picture Pals walk in, ready for war. And look at the condition that Dr. Anal Hill is in. Spectacular. But my God, they're up against it tonight. The incumbent champions, the Pip Down Tag Team Champions, P-Volution, Randy Honking, Dave Bautista. Almost untouchable in the tag team division. Dave Bautista and Randy Honking on their second reign with the Pip Down tag team titles. Randy Honking has a Little Kong Strong championship reign to his name as well. Silas the Dog Boy currently in his second reign with the Little Kong Strong championship, as I said before. Dark Picture Pals have won the BENXT Tag Team Championships in the past. Tonight would be their first opportunity at winning the Pip Down Tag Team Championships, holding both championships across both shows. Dr. Hill, no stranger to the Energy Drink Championships himself, captured the Aldi Red Thunder title when they were both over on BENXT in Season 1. But bloody hell. But it's so fucking hot. Tim's men walk into action tonight without their fearsome leader behind them and must defend the championships all off their own back. And without much further ado, let's get this thing started. Look at those beautifully designed championship belts courtesy of Danji's Designs. We'll go to the referee for the introductions. Not the referee.
Introducing the
Mike Rome.
at a combined weight of 645 pounds.
That's a lot of pounds.
Hill and the Dog Boy
So is the Dog Boy wearing his best bow tie here tonight.
of Darkness.
Muted reaction to the Dark Picture Pals. Interesting.
And their opponents at a combined weight
A much louder reaction for
65 pounds. The SmackDown
for P-Volution there.
Champions, the Leviathan, Dave
The Lav-Iathan Dave Bautista.
and the Legend Killer,
The Wiper.
Randy Orton. Evolution.
P-Volution close enough. There they are, the champions. Can they eke out a victory here tonight over former BENXT Tag Team Champions, the Dark Picture Pals? In fact, it may have been the Dark Picture Pals who dethroned P-Volution over on BENXT in Season 1. I can't quite remember. It's either them or the Mod Squad. Mod Squad always in the tag team title picture over on BENXT. And referee will call for the bell. We are underway. And it's Dr. Hill who gains the early advantage. Quick tag. Silas the Dog Boy in. Big right hand from Dr. Raynell Hill. Up to the top rope. Oh, we're glitching already. Something weird is happening. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. Sort of a flapjack into an RKO right in front of Randy Honking as well. So the RKH, my bad. Going for an early cover is Silas the Dog Boy. Perhaps rather looking to just demoralize Dave Bautista as much as actually pin him there. Oh, and a big clothesline from the champion. Drops Silas. And in comes Randy. Silas the Dog Boy ready though. Big splash. Takes down the other half of the Pit Down Tag Team Champions. All the time in the world. Very casually walks over, makes the tag. Dr. Hill, though, unfortunately walks straight into a backbreaker clothesline combo. And the speed of Randy Honking on show, but no. Dr. Raynell Hill rolls it over. Delivers a forearm of his own. Randy Honking gets out of the way, misses with that one. Roll through into the cover. Referee is there. Took way too long. Kick out at 0. Referee says 1. That's not how numbers work, though. We're allowed to criticise the referees on Pit Down, of course. Monday Night Babs, you've got to be careful, you might get shaved. As Les Freaking Go discovered just last week. Randy Honking sent into the ropes. Dr. Hill, look at that. Deep 6 from Dr. Hill. Oh, and Dave Bautista deemed that necessary enough to come in and break the pin up, which of course now means Dave Bautista has that red X above his name. He is not allowed to enter this matchup until a tag is made. So Randy Honking is all on his own. He'll get no more assists in getting out of pinfalls or submissions until he makes the tag. Got out of the way of that drop kick though. Hello Nate, how you doing? Suplex from Randy Honking, who just takes a moment to catch his breath. Both men getting back to their feet now. Nate, you've missed it. The Monday Night Babs Men's World Championship changed hands. We crowned our men's Billy in the Bank ladder match winner. It's all going off, and now the Pit Down Tag Team titles are on the line. Who on the roster do you least want to see shaved? Can I request we leave Silas alone? If you shave Silas, I think it might just be Boy, right? If you shave the dog off the boy, you just get Boy. I don't want Boy. I don't want that. Randy. Oh, bit of confusion there. Dr. Hill first sent Randy Honking into his own tag team partner and then collided with him on the way back. Randy looking to go for the tag, but Dr. Hill managed to escape, going for it the second time now. And another counter from Dr. Hill. Slinks behind. Randy Honking able to escape, but not that though. The straight jacket German suplex. Tag being called for by Dave. Oh, and Dr. Hill completely misses it. And Dr. Hill, though, able to take advantage while Dave's still getting into the ring. He's looking at the wrong man, though. He's still going after Randy Honking. Coffin drop. Connects with the wrong man. Oh, Grimace being shaved would be bad. Yeah, that would be a bad one. Yeah, that's a good idea. Imagine a bold Grimace. No, I won't, actually. Brutal neck breaker, twisting round almost into a face buster. Into the cover goes Dr. Hill, who does have a finisher, actually. Dr. Hill very much been the high point of the Dark Picture Pals offense thus far. Doing exceptionally well. But Randy Honking perhaps not quite the powerhouse of his team. And now Dr. Hill is in there with the powerhouse, Dave Bautista, who could do some serious damage to our Doctor. Although, the wiles of Dr. Hill serving him very well here. Oh, and he tosses him off. You heard me. Dr. Hill absolutely tosses off Dave Bautista there, sent to the outside, and now turns his attention to Randy Honking again. I have to say this is probably a bad idea tactically. He should stay focused on the legal man. Case in point here, as Dave Bautista looks to take advantage while Randy Honking is right there also connecting with strikes, and the referee should really step in here and separate these three men. Up to a count of 5. We do not want to see this match end in a count out. 6 now. Randy Honking. Scoop. Power slam. Count of 7. 8. Oh, and Dave Bautista very thankfully breaks the count. We're back down to 1. And I think Dave's going to go after Silas here as Dr. Hill gets back into the ring, and Silas the dog boy catching a stray on the outside. Back suplex, onto the ring apron. Back into the ring goes Dave. And Dr. Hill is there. Oh, there it is. Pictures on the wall. Absolutely crushing the skull of Dave Bautista. We'll see if Randy deems it necessary to get involved. He does. Oh, God, that was so close. Dave Bautista absolutely leveled there by Dr. Hill. Tagged. Oh, and that was really poor show there from Dr. Hill, who just completely missed. And, of course, now it's Randy Honking who's unable to enter this match. Oh, roll up. Rope break referee called that one very fairly. Dave Bautista in there all on his own at the complete mercy of Dr. Hill. If Silas, or indeed the Doctor, can connect with a big move, Randy Honking will be powerless to stop any kind of pin attempts, but Dave has the Doctor right where he wants him if he makes a tag here. No counter from Dr. Hill. He's seen this movie too many times. Grabs a hold from behind. Oh, skull-crushing finale there from Dr. Hill. Immediately gets him back up to his feet, right in front of his tag team partner. Now looking to send him into friendly territory. Counter from Dave. Dave now. Back elbow. Punishing the side of the head and the neck area of Dr. Hill. And the champion again now goes for a tag attempt. This time he's successful. Randy Honking legal once more. Oh, double axe handle to the elbow of Dr. Hill now. Up onto the shoulders of Randy Honking. One half of the tag champs are now face first onto the turnbuckle. Dr. Hill starting to look a bit worse for wear. Should really try and make some kind of tag now if he can. Get Silas the dog boy in here. Get some fresh blood, as it were, into this matchup. Uh-oh. I think it's vintage Honking. That draping DDT. Dr. Hill's got nowhere to go but face first. And Randy Honking here may be closing in on a successful title defense, assuming he goes for the cover, which would be logical to do. He's not doing it. If he went for the cover, and Silas broke it up, then Silas wouldn't be allowed in. And then if Randy Honking hit that finisher, the RKH, it would all be over. Oh, but Randy's absolutely biffed it. He's messed it up, given Dr. Hill plenty of time to recover. And Randy, with a timely counter, sends Dr. Hill into his corner instead. Oh! Dr. Hill busted open, still has the wherewithal to push him off. Oh, and a counter from Randy. Hello on 4 Gable. Sorry, I don't know if you were here or I don't know why I said hello. You've probably been here for a while. Diving tag, in comes Silas the dog boy. Anyway, hello. Oh, quick roll up from Silas. Completely catching Randy Honking unawares. Randy able to power up with a diving face butt from the big man, or the big dog boy, who slingshots in and manages to connect with that slam. Randy out of the way. Clothesline takes down the bigger member of the Dark Picture Pals, tag made. In comes the bigger member of P-Volution. The two big boys now about to go to war. It's Dave who strikes the opening salvo counter from Silas, who's just staring at Dave. Massive right paw. Sends him back into the ring. Silas the dog boy does now have his signature maneuver. So does Dave Bautista, who is able to connect first. Back elbow from Dave. Dave now grabs a hold from behind. Back suplex into a Uranagi almost. Silas the dog boy sacrificed some of his signature bar to stand up early there, and it hasn't really paid off. Dave's still in control. Unforgabler, thank you so much for the resub there. 9 months. What the flip is Anal Hill wearing? He's wearing his Sunday best, or rather his Wednesday best. It's Billy in the Bank. He's got to dress for success, right? He's got to dress for success. I don't imagine we'll see him wear it again if he's unsuccessful. But there we are. Tag made. Dr. Hill legal once more. Oh, wow, that is surely not legal in this match. Just punching Randy Honking until he crumples into the canvas. Dr. Hill has a signature maneuver. Let's see if he can hit it. Boot first. Oh, he's going for it again. Oh! Dark Pictures on the wall, into the cover. Dave Bautista. Oh, God, he would have gotten there late. Dave Bautista would have gotten there late. But he has come in, which means he's now stuck on the outside.
No message, but here you go.
Thank you so much, Silent Cobb. I appreciate you. Very kind. Thank you for the bits. Once again, Randy Honking going for those strikes. Oh, it looked like Dr. Hill was going for his finisher, but Randy Honking cut him off. They collide in the center of the ring. Both men have a finisher, and Randy Honking here may be going for the tag team finisher. We could be going for a powerbomb into an RKH. There it is. Surely Silas the dog boy is going to have to come in and break this one up, which means momentum has totally switched now. And it's Dr. Hill who is completely at the mercy of the Dark Picture Pals. But Dave Bautista had a signature, and he's just tagged back out to Randy Honking, who doesn't have a finisher. Or a signature, sorry. I don't really understand the logic there. But Dr. Hill probably thanking his lucky stars. Melodino, thank you for gifting a sub to Cyber Fox Tech. Welcome to the thickness. Pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much, Melodino. Very kind of you.
Yeah. Golden Kappa Train.
A Golden Kappa Train? What's this?
Notes, but in a different color and only for one day.
Contribute to earn this exclusive emote. Addy, thank you so much. What a strange event is happening. This is kind. I appreciate the bits. Thank you. And I think there's a tag team finisher on the other side. We've seen them do this before. This devastating string of offense into a flatliner. And now it's Randy Honking, who's going to be all on his... Oh, and Dave Bautista's gone for the wrong man. Oh, but Randy Honking kicks out. Unbelievable. That was a perfect opportunity for the Dark Picture Pals there. Dave came in to save Randy, and he missed. He went for the wrong man. And a big backbreaker from Randy Honking. Nate, thank you so much for gifting 10 subs, dude. That's so kind. You'll have to bear with me. This match is really ramping up here, so I'll shout all these guys out in a second. Nate, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. These two teams are flipping disaster zones. They are black holes of tag teams. They do not know what they are doing. Nate, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll shout all that out at the conclusion of this match. It can't be long, surely. Tag made. Dr. Hill comes in into the cover. And he's got his feet on the ropes as well. Oh, kick out at 2 by Dave. Dave does have a signature. Dr. Hill needs to be careful. Double underhook. Oh, God, brainbuster. Techiwo, thank you for the bits. Those will come through in a second. Dr. Hill, big clothesline. It's not looking brilliant for the reign of P-Volution at this moment in time. The Dark Picture Pals in full control. Springboard, crossbody into the cover. Kick out of 1. Dr. Hill looks like he can't believe it. Tag being called for by Randy honking. And what's Dr. Hill doing? He just spat... Was that blood? Did he just spit blood into the air? What the bloody hell's going on? And Dr. Hill's again going after the wrong man here. And now I think he realises Randy honking is the legal partner. Inverted World's Strongest Slam there from Dr. Hill. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Techiwo, thank you. Thank you very much. Tag made. Bluesy Star, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome to the thickness. What a pleasure it is to have you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. Counter from Silas the Dog Boy. What a match between these two teams. Absolutely everything left on the canvas in here. Now, obviously, if this was a normal episode of BENXT Pit Down or Monday Night Babs, we probably would have triggered the go-home queue now because we tried to get through at least 2 or 3 shows every stream. But we've just got one big show here tonight. We've got to let them fight it out. We've got to see who walks out with a victory. Big punch to the breadbasket. The tum-tum of Silas the Dog Boy could be looking for the Bautista bomb. Countered by Silas the Dog Boy. And now Silas. All 4 men in this match have signatures. 2 of them have finishers. And 2 of them are on the Dark Picture Pals side. Tag made. In comes Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill. Dave Bautista. Left hand. Dave ducks out. Could be looking for this back suplex once again. Oh, on the apron. Finds its mark. The champion crumpled there. And Dr. Hill looking to punish Dave Bautista further. They need to get it back in the ring though. Still 27 degrees, just for the record. Spinebuster from Dave. That is Dave's signature maneuver. Up to a count of 6 now. Dave Bautista may be looking to win this one via count out, which would be extremely cowardly. Oh no, he breaks the count again. That's the second time Dave's done that. Silas is like, absolutely not. Stop doing that, please. And unfortunately for Silas, he's been absolutely demolished there by Dave Bautista on the outside. And now Dave single-handedly taking down the Dark Picture Pals. Count of 5 now. Dr. Hill. Oh! Double choke on the outside and just planting Dave Bautista. Count of 7. Dr. Hill needs to get him back in the ring. Counter. Dr. Hill is there first. Dave's getting a bit lost. Dave has followed suit. They are back in the ring now. Dave staring at Dr. Hill, who ducks out of the way. Very timely dodge from Dr. Hill, who potentially could be going for his finisher here. No, got him in a powerbomb position. Oh, Dr. Hill with the last ride. Makes the tag. Silas, now legal. Who wants it more? We're up to 5 stars in the rating of this match. Unbelievable counter from Dave Bautista, who I believe may have countered Silas the Dog Boy's attempt to go for a tag team finishing maneuver. Big splash. Down goes Dave once more. Displaced 80, welcome back. Glad you have made it here after your odyssey. Settle in. We're just hopefully reaching the conclusion of an absolutely insane tag team match. Dave taken down. Into the cover. What does Dave Bautista... Oh, Randy left that way too late. Of course, this does mean that Dave's in there all on his own. Oh, counter from Dave. I was going to say, if Dave can be chucked in the corner and a tag team finisher can be pulled off, it is over. The reign is over. But Dave able to go and make the tag, and in comes Randy. Randy legal again. Leaps over. Fez press. Right hand's coming down. And I believe Silas the Dog Boy's been busted open. You wouldn't make a dog bleed. The villainous Randy honking there. Randy gets Silas back to his feet. Oh, and was that headbutt? Sorry, I looked away for a second. Dr. Hill, everyone in this match wearing the wounds of war, as this is vintage honking, just dissecting the dog boy, stamping on those pivotal joints, and a final one disrespectfully to the face of Silas the dog boy. Oh, but he misses with the final one, actually. He was going for a knee strike as well. Silas back to his feet, grabs a hold, boot to the midsection, powerbomb position, counter from Randy. Unbelievable. These two teams are absolutely on fire here. This is an absolutely absurd match. You know, originally, oh, we might be looking for another tag team finisher. It's going to be a powerbomb into an RKH. There it is. Silas the dog boy into the cover, and of course Dr. Hill will have to break this up, so now Silas is all on his own. All on his own with Dave Bautista, who has a finisher. And if Silas gets hit here, oh my God. I think Dave Bautista's cleaning mask just flew into the front row. There was originally a second tag team match on this card, which I did cut. Silas the dog boy again sends him backwards. Dog boy looking for the tag. Dr. Hill needs to put this one to bed. Needs to hit this finisher. And I think he's going for it. Here we go. Has him in position. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely murders Dave Bautista, of course, as is par for the course. Randy honking is there and is now disqualified from interfering again. If Dr. Hill just went for another cover, he'd probably win it. Where's he going? Dr. Hill's left the ring. He's coming back in now. Slingshot leg drop misses. That is just an unforced error. Absolutely unforced error. D-Lodge, welcome in. I'm sorry to hear about your day, but yes, we will do our very best to distract you. Oh, big clothesline from Dave Bautista. This has been an unbelievable match. I think we're about maybe 20 minutes into it now. My controller's not turned off yet, at least, so that's something. Once again, Dave Bautista is in there on his own. If the Dark Picture Pals can hit one big move and go for the pin, the reign of P-Volution is over. Stamp to the tum-tum. Dr. Hill, again, just taking too long. Too long! Spear from Dave! Boos raining down in the arena. Counter from Dr. Hill, who I think is electing to tag in the fresher Dog Boy. All four men absolutely brutalized in this match. But Silas the Dog Boy has a signature and two finishes. He's taken his bloody time, though. Oh, and he took way too long. Dave Bautista misses wildly with that. Silas the Dog Boy, could be time. Sends him into the corner. Lifts him up. What are we looking for here? A superplex. Big right hand from Silas. Two. He took liberties there. And Dave took too long. Oh no, counter from Dave. Back and forth these two go. The power of Dave Bautista. Running power slam to the challenger. And rather frustratingly for the timekeepers, it's Randy honking legal once again. Booze? Oh yeah, booze is happening. It's pay-per-view night. Of course booze is happening. Tag made. No tag team finisher here though. And Randy honking picks up Dave. Oh, and absolutely plants him. In fact, was a tag made? No, it wasn't. Dave Bautista still the legal man. Silas diving for a tag. Dr. Hill legal once more. And he's taking way too long to get to Dave. It does appear the counter. Oh, sheer drop brainbuster. I believe a tag must have been made because the Sin Bin X above Randy honking has gone. And wrenching on the neck now of Dave Bautista. Maybe Dr. Hill just looking to maybe just break the neck of the champion. Difficult to say, wouldn't put it past these guys. Dr. Hill says it's time. What's it time for? Oh, misses with the clothesline. One of these two teams needs to put this one to bed. I cannot believe this is still going. Dave decides to go for a run-up instead. Big spear. Down crumples Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill back to his feet. Dave, counter. Sorry, Dr. Hill, counter. And Dr. Hill now, what's he looking to do? Randy honking powerless to watch on as, oh, the choke in the corner. Just lifting him up by the neck. Again, impressive power from the usually wiry Dr. Hill, and Randy honking will break that up immediately. Doesn't like how that's going, but Dr. Hill now has a signature, and if he can hit this, it really is actually truly done. But once again, Dave counters. Will you please stop it? The Billy in the Bank audience is booing. They don't like this. Into the cover, and now it's Silas who will break it up. So it is officially Dave Bautista, Dr. Hill, first to pull the trigger wins, and it looks like it might be Dave. Dave is eyeing him up. Spear from Dave Bautista into the cover, and I believe Pevolution are about to retain their crowns. They've done it. And what a bloody match it was. The Dark Picture Pals left everything in the ring here tonight. But unfortunately for them, it just didn't work out the way they wanted it to. Dark Picture Pals could well have become Pit Down Tag Team Champions tonight. EE Tim's men instead march forward into the future, remaining champions. And look at the welts on these two boys. Absolutely brutal. Tim's got to be proud of these boys. And these two boys better be proud of themselves. Where the fuck's that music? There it is. Somewhere in the back, Tim smiling. But up next, we've simply got a one-on-one match. And this should go a lot faster. Nate, thank you so much, mate. Take care of yourself. I'm going to shout out these amazing gifted subs now. Give me 1 second. Wet Dreams and Thick Streams. Ahoy hoy, welcome to the sickness. Welcome to the thickness, courtesy of Nate. Play Nice Kids. Scott Were UK. Dark Empress 13. Just Dave TM. Uncle Oracle. Slam Packer. Swoosh. Brainless Bug. Samantha Shaw. And Fluffy Ruffs. Welcome all of you to the thickness. Thank you very much, Nate. Thank you. Whew. Next time you're at the bathroom, tell Tim to have his boys wrap up faster. I know, but equally, same could be said to the Dark Picture Pals, and we won't get to tell Dr. Hill that for a little bit, because we're starting Dead Space on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So we'll have to tell him that when we get to Little Hope, which is the next one, which we'll be playing after we finish Dead Space. Okay. Gollum, has been obsessed with Pippa the Cat in recent weeks. They've been trading victories back and forth, but tonight, finally, the gold is on the line, and Pippa has brought her family with her. Completely different guy, Ben Potter, and of course, the Drinks Fairy. Predictions are now live, my friends. Get stuck in, and let's get this thing started. Is that the original Dead Space? It is. I'm playing it on PS3.
And is for the cruiserweights and heavyweights and light heavyweights fighting championship.
Look at that amazing Billy in the Bank arena. Designed spectacularly by Bad Joke Billy. And of course, adorning the mat are the wonderful sponsors of this event, which are made up of our amazing community businesses. And look at everyone who's about to plip-plop his way in. This is his entrance where we just don't actually see him for ages, which I've got no problem with, because the less time I have to look at Gollum, the better. At some point he's just gonna appear. He's not there yet. Oh god, there he is. I hate him. Make him go away. I hate him. Make him go away. Make him go away. Oh. And here comes the challenger. Hello? Accompanied by her family. Pippa's house. For some reason, fictional Ben Potter very much the focus of this entrance, when really it is all about Pippa. Here she comes. Gollum, of course, the reigning defending Butterfield champion, a former Little Kong Strong champion, and a former Wide champion. Pippa the Cat, two-time women's champion over on BENXT, one-time women's champion on Pip Down, and a former Little Kong Strong champion to boot on Pip Down, the show named for her tonight. She gets the opportunity to get a victory on the board, get herself in the history books as having held the Butterfield title as well. Pippa the Cat looks ready, seems ready. Please don't show a close-up of him. Oh, God.
Weighing in at 102 pounds.
Oh, he's wretched. Look at him. He's horrible. I can kind of smell him from here, you know.
Fighting champion.
Nothing. He's got no name. He's so cursed. They dare not speak his name. Get him off my screen. Here we go. There is that beautiful Butterfield Championship title, championship belt. On the line tonight, Gollum, I believe, is defending it for the first time. Pippa's having her first opportunity at the title. And we're underway. Oh, hang on a second. Interesting. So it seems James Worm is a cash-in that we can trigger ourselves. Now, of course, we are going to save this for the World Championship. We're not going to have him cash in on the Butterfield title, especially as it's not even on his show. He will be going after the Monday Night Babs Men's World Championship. So hopefully that doesn't just sit there the entire time. But it looks like we can trigger that ourselves. James Worm does not want to risk having to touch Gollum. No, he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. Early salvo being fired by Gollum here. Pippa the Cat, for some reason, hang on a second. We have some shenanigans already. Thank you, WWE 2K26. You can see Pippa has already got a severely damaged... Well, she's just severely hurt. Why has that happened? That doesn't make any sense at all. Thank you, game. That's brilliant. So Gollum is all over Pippa the Cat already. R1 and circuit to dismiss. Thank you. And I don't know if Pippa can even fight back out of this because the game's seemingly it's fucked itself, as per usual. So, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Is it like what happened to the mods in settings? I've looked in the settings before, I swear, and there's been nothing wrong. So I don't really understand. Either way, Pippa the Cat is fighting from underneath, and she is getting back into the swing of things here. She's got her family to watch at ringside as she absolutely barrels towards the champion and takes him down. Although Gollum with the counter. Gollum. Oh, sends Pippa face first onto the outside. Got her in a seated position now, does Gollum. Up to a count of 5 now as the referee as the Gollum is countered by Pippa, and Pippa rolls out of the way. I think she's desperate to get back into the ring. Gollum, better watch out. He's doing a taunt. He's not paying attention as Pippa does a springboard wheelbarrow. Ooh, nice. Brilliant. Briefcase can be cashed in on anyone on any show, though. That's how Edge went from Raw to SmackDown. I'm aware of that. But for the sake of simplicity in regards to admin, they're only going to cash in on their show. If we can help it. Pippa. What on earth is that? That is so dangerous. My cat has a death wish for some reason. She takes down the champion up to a count of 2. Pippa does have a finisher. I'd argue that Gollum is not nearly hurt enough yet. Ben can't believe it on the outside. Elbow drop to the chest cavity of Gollum. I think I just saw some dust escape his mouth. Pippa takes down the champion. He's stunned again, into the cover again. Pippa really starting to roll here. Oh no, that was... Oh my God, it's done! I wasn't ready. I was so unprepared. It's over. Pippa the cat absolutely destroys Gollum. I forgot that is actually her finishing move. It's so underwhelming that I always forget it's a finisher. But Pippa has demolished Gollum here after a feud that saw them fight sometimes for 25 minutes at a time in some of those brawls. She's fought from underneath with an injury to absolutely destroy the Butterfield champion. And tonight, she captures her first ever Butterfield title championship. She's done it. And there's her family to celebrate with her. Drinks Fairy and completely unrelated Ben Potter there. I don't know why Drinks Fairy's getting up on the apron. It's nothing to do with you, but that's fine. No one's presenting her with the title, but the team is happy. A huge win here for Pippa the cat in surprisingly quick fashion. I was genuinely not expecting that, especially after quite how long the last match went for. Unreal. Pippa, your new Butterfield title champion. I think that's the name of it. Now, we move on to the next Billy in the Bank briefcase match. It's the women's turn. Grimace and Biker Barbara Piss from Monday Night Babs, Stone Cold Barbara Piss and Anna Logistic from BENXT, and Mona Wanks and the Chevrolet Matisse from Pip Down all vie for the women's Billy in the Bank briefcase. There we are. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to very quickly go and commiserate with EE Tim, and I say commiserate, I mean he's got loads to celebrate, to be fair, so there's nothing to be worried about. Predictions will be live in just a second. Mods, feel free to crack on with that because it's got more than 2 outcomes, so it will not display on the screen anyway, but people can go ahead and bet their BENXT bucks while I quickly go for a brief whiz-waz. And to be clear, the gear that fictional Ben Potter is wearing is the same that real Peter Austin wears, which is a Dudley Boys spoof, because they're the redundant boys. So, there we are. BENXT. Whizzy in the Bank. Don't whiz in the bank unless it has toilets. And they're not staff toilets. Unless you work at the bank. And then you can use this. Okay, I shouldn't have to explain this to you again. If they're staff toilets and you work there, you're all good. If they're customer toilets, you go ahead. Do not whiz on the floor of the bank, alright? I'm sick of talking about this. I'm going to go pee on the floor of a bank. I'm different. The rules do not apply to me. Tim was in there, and he said, you weren't rooting for the Dark Picture Pals, were you? And I said that I was. And then he pinch punched first day of the month to me, and I said it's not the first day of the month, and then he took my lunch money. So I'm fine. Okay, it's the Women's Billy in the Bank ladder match next. Predictions have been concluded. I hope you got your BENXT Bucks registered and underway. Grimace, Biker Barbara Piss, Stone Cold Barbara Piss, Analogistic Mona Wanks, and the Chevrolet Matisse 1-on-1 for this Women's Billy in the Bank briefcase. Let's do it. This match could take all night. Ben, if they treat you like that, they're not your friend. Don't pee with them. To be fair, I didn't pee with them. I didn't want to, you know. I sort of, you know, I wish he wasn't in there, but he is in there. He's kind of unavoidable. Anyway, here comes the Grimace of Monday Night Babs.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making our way to the ring from Mount Olympus,
The Grimace had done just about everything there was to do on BENXT before being drafted to Monday Night Babs. The World Championship still eludes her. This would be a gold-plated opportunity to capture herself some gold. I am really struggling to find Stone Cold Barbara Piss's entrance music. I found it. We got it. Thank you, Trailing Badger. Prediction results: Grimace 29%, Biker Barbara Piss 8%, Stone Cold Barbara 12%, Analogistic 4%, Mona Wanks 43%, and the Chevrolet Matisse 4%. Jesus, do you want to make that bike a little bit louder? Biker Barbara Piss, former BENXT Women's Champion, former Royal Rumble winner as well. Also on Monday Night Babs, also unsuccessful so far in capturing the Monday Night Babs Women's World Championship. Big opportunity for Big Pissy Cool, but can she do it? And now we're joined by the Butterfield champion. What do you think of tonight's events? Congratulations, congratulations, she's going off to celebrate. Congratulations, Pippa, huge night for you. Get those saluting hands ready, though, we're not done yet. We have another piss coming. Here we go. It would appear that the Titantrons have fixed themselves slightly from last week, which is great. Stone Cold Barbara Piss, the booze raining down. As yet, her record since being introduced to the roster in Season 2 is not great.
representing the family from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Stone Cold Barbara Pierce.
And when I say not good, I just mean she's not been featured very much. And she's not won any championships as yet. As is the case for every single person in this match, a fantastic opportunity should she be able to win that briefcase. And a Logistic could be considered one of the underdogs in this match. In fact, I'm not really sure, if I'm honest, how she's qualified, given that we've not really seen much of her in Season 2, but she was a force of nature towards the tail end of Season 1. She took part in the festive episode of BENXT where she won the Festive Rumble, challenged for the World Championship, unfortunately was not successful. And yes, as pointed out in the chat, we have 2 members of the Piss family going at it here tonight, which is difficult. But someone who should not be overlooked in this one is this contestant, who has been on a spectacular run of form in recent weeks. She saw off Fanny and has defeated pretty much anyone else who's come across her path. In fact, I think she beat the Women's World Champion. I'm going to have to check that. Quickly scrolling through. Mona WENXT did. I can't tell who the winner was here. Actually, hang on a second. Mona WENXT did face Jill Sandwich, and I feel like she did beat her, didn't she? That did happen. It was quite recently. She wanked off Fanny, it's true, and I think she wanked off the Sandwich as well. Mona WENXT is here with all the momentum in the world. Imagine if she could capture the briefcase, a real breakout success story of Season 2 of BENXT. And a blast from the past now. As the Chevrolet Matisse makes her way into this match, former Pitdown Women's Champion Chevrolet Matisse. Only woman to have pyro, mainly because I control the pyro and I forgot. But also because she's a car and she said she'd run me over if I didn't do it. And with the arrival of the Chevrolet Matisse, we are ready to start this Billy in the Bank briefcase match. Oh god, the gloves went a bit weird. They didn't like that. Let's get this thing underway. The bell rings. Once again, you see the briefcase dangling high above the ring. Which member of this match is going to remember first that actually the reason they're here is to pick up a ladder and climb it? It's Biker Barbara Piss who's the first one to grab the ladder. Chevrolet Matisse scoop slam on Stone Cold Barbara Piss and then turns her attention to Grimace, who fires out of it. Analogistic Thez press and then raining down the right hand on Biker Barbara Piss. Mona WENXT slides outside. Analogistic. In goes Stone Cold Barbie. The crowd are chanting for tables, which is, I mean, quite frankly rude, because these incredible competitors are doing their best, and also they've only just gotten started, so let's stay focused, please. This is a ladder match, okay? Let's show a little respect. Ooh, atomic drop. And Mona WENXT, chair in hand, easily disarmed by Biker Barbie. Oh, and she sidesteps the dropkick attempt from Mona WENXT. Grimace now back in the ring. And what is Stone Cold Barbara doing? Just making herself as big as possible, possibly to frighten off bears. We're not sure. There might be some bears in the arena. Of course, a reminder at the start of the stream that I did accidentally tell everyone to go to the BENXT Dome. There are currently 3.2 trillion of the BENXT faithful waiting there, when actually we were in the Billy in the Bank arena tonight. We had seats to fill. There could be a number of bears in attendance. It's worth bearing in mind. Analogistic goes after the car. Just scratching and clawing at the sort of the windscreen of the Chevrolet Matisse is Analogistic, is inside the ring. Biker Barbie and Mona WENXT go at it. Oh god, just dumping WENXT down is Biker Barbie, who climbs up to the top rope. Nobody has set up a ladder just yet. Biker Barbie presumably did something. Side Russian leg sweep from Stone Cold Barbara, who once again is making herself as big as possible to scare a bear. And with that, everybody is now back in the ring. The chaos can ensue. Ladder still there. Up onto the shoulders of the Chevrolet Matisse goes Stone Cold Barbara, who powers out. Biker Barbie sends Mona WENXT over the top rope. Stone Cold Barbara sends the Chevrolet Matisse into the corner. And scoops her up. Oh, and the weight of the car. It seems Stone Cold Barbara perhaps underestimated how much a car even weighs. Chevrolet sent over the top rope handily by Stone Cold. And a Logistic now sets up a ladder. I think those two, Grimace and... okay, I don't know why we're looking at that. Grimace and Stone Cold were in the way. Anna was able to set up the ladder. It still worked, though, even though it's not in the centre of the ring. And now for her trouble, she's sent into the corner as Grimace begins the climb now. Biker Barbara is watching and will immediately push over this ladder, you have to assume. Although she's been interrupted. And Grimace is continuing unabated. Is Grimace going to grab the briefcase? This one could be over really quickly. No one's stopping her. I can't tell what's happening. Oh, someone has now stopped her. She's going down. She's slowly climbing back down the ladder. But that briefcase has been massively weakened. And I imagine whoever climbs the ladder next is probably going to get the Billy in the Bank briefcase and win this match. Running power slam from the Chevrolet Matisse to Anna Logistic. Stone Cold Barbara Pierce is going one-on-one with her family member, Biker Barbara Pierce. And Biker Barbara sent face first into the ladder. May have been busted open. Terrible close-up. Really irrelevant. Can we please get back to what's happening in the ring? Grimace planting Biker Barbara. And Grimace has picked up the ladder. She should have climbed it. I don't know. She's putting it in the corner. Grimace, what are you doing? Grimace! She's done a real silly there. She could be Miss Billy in the Bank, but she's absolutely buggered it. Instead, she is, oh God, punishing Biker Barbara Pierce face first into the chair. Don't look too closely at the tables at ringside. They're not real. You're imagining them. They're not there, really, truly. And a Logistic taking way too long, gloating. Meanwhile, in the ring, jawbreaker from Biker Barbara Pierce running STO. And I think Biker Barbara caught herself on the edge of that chair, and there's that ladder. And it's fallen on Grimace. And let's see if one of them manages to pick it up. Good close-up on Anna. Good stuff. She does a little route. No, she's walking in a lot of circles. Really, really good. And then she spots Stone Cold and takes her out. Big splash in the ring from the Grimace of Monday Night Babs. Oh, and a massive counter from Biker Barbara Pierce. Mona Wanks coming to on the outside. And there goes Anna Logistic. Chevrolet Matisse now back in the ring. Oh, a little bit of moniker, I think, on the outside from Stone Cold Barbara Pierce. And Mona Wanks is now down. Chevrolet Matisse has also been planted. Stone Cold hopefully going to be reintroducing a ladder here. And there it is. Oh no, Samoan drop onto the ladder. That is a brutal landing for Anna Logistic as one Piss family member chucks the other over the top rope and then follows out for more. Oh, almost a Shining Wizard running knee there from Anna Logistic to Grimace, and Grimace has rolled out now. Had to take a little break. A Thez press and the right hands from Mona Wanks inside the ring. Mona and Anna currently going at it. Mona with a chair in hand. And here comes Stone Cold Barbara Pierce with a table, which is completely unnecessary in this match. And the ladders have been accidentally removed. They've fallen out. And I think Stone Cold was trying to pick one up, but Biker Barbara... Oh, a piss warm stunner to Biker Barbara Pierce. The indignity. Oh, horrible. You don't like to see the piss on piss violence, but that's what this Billy in the Bank briefcase match means. It's so important to everyone in here that it will divide families. Mona Wanks now standing tall alone in the ring. Oh God, the Chevrolet Matisse completely misses, interrupts Mona Wanks trying to set up the ladder. Pop-up fist there from the Chevrolet Matisse. Mona Wanks pulling herself up. And Grimace and the Chevrolet Matisse now exchanging blows. These two former world champions have never really crossed paths before. Now is their best shot at determining which of the two is greater. And everyone being stumbled as people are rolling back into the ring. There goes Biker Barbara Pierce. She lands nastily on the ladder on her way out, and out falls another ladder. A ladder has been erroneously set up once again. Please ignore this table. It doesn't exist. It's not real. And Grimace. Oh, clothesline. Taking down Stone Cold. And the Chevrolet Matisse is all on her own. Remember, the Chevrolet Matisse lost her Pip Down Women's Championship because she couldn't get up the ladder. And unfortunately for her, she's taken too long and she's surrounded by Grimace and Piss. And now Grimace is all on her own. Grimace is the only one with her hands on it. No one is nearby. I can't see what's happening. Has she done it? She's dangling from it. No one is stopping her. The Chevrolet Matiz is ignored. Grimace has done it. Grimace is Miss Billy in the Bank. A complete miscalculation there from the two Piss family members, who decided to brawl with one another instead of grabbing her out of mid-air and pulling her off the briefcase. And the Chevrolet Matiz once again coming up short, quite literally in a ladder match, too short to box with God, unable to reach, unable to stop Grimace from retrieving the briefcase. And the Grim Ace of BENXT has fully become the Grim Ace of Monday Night Babs, as she has that perfect opportunity right there to cash in whenever she wants. An incredible opportunity awaits Grimace. And will the Monday Night Babs Women's Champion, Hannah Montana, possibly be able to stop her? It's difficult to say. I didn't do exit match. I keep doing this. We're having a bad run of form here in terms of actually pressing the right buttons. There we are. Grimace completes the set here tonight of Billy in the Bank ladder matches. It's James Worm for the men and Grimace for the women. What a night of action. We've still got 2 more matches to go. And if we get through these at a reasonable rate of pace, we might be able to move briefly on to the next edition of Monday Night Babs and put that Vidiots Championship on the line too. Now, of course, a reminder, at the stroke of 9, we have to end this stream because I have a sponsored stream to do. It'll only be half an hour or so long. It would help me out massively if you could stick around and hang out with me for the duration of it. Even if you go to the toilet or go do some washing up or something, if you leave it on, it's going to help me massively. So just keep the window open. I'll be ending this stream, then starting that stream, so you might have to refresh the page, but stick around. Now, up next, Emma the Bear defends her BENXT Women's Championship against the thorn in her side in recent weeks, Bobby Babaffucking Looney, in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Okay, are you guys ready? Predictions are live. Bobby Babalooney gets her first ever opportunity at a World Championship now. In our pre-main event, main event. I hate it when wrestling companies say that. We've got 2 main events. No, you fucking haven't. That's not how main events work. Are you insane? How little do you think of your audience? Do you think they are stupid? Don't be doing that. Don't be saying that you have 2 main events. It's not true. That's not how it works. Here we go. Of course, the Bears in attendance tonight at Billy in the Bank will be thrilled because one of their own is champion, and she's coming out next.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah. 15 seconds left to register those BENXT bucks. Here comes the Bear. Emma the Bear, I would venture to say, is possibly the last OG of BENXT in the women's division still standing. Grimace, of course, drafted to Monday Night Babs. Various members of the Piss family have been drafted off the show. Pippa the Cat's been drafted off the show. Emma the Bear, currently in her first reign with the BENXT Women's Championship. She's a 2-time former Wide champion and a 3-time Aldi Red Thunder champion. Her tenure as part of the BENXT roster is legendary. But arguably so too is Bobby Babalooney's, albeit not in terms of championship glory, but rather just amount of time served. Which isn't quite as impressive, but there we are. Hydration break, everybody. This is officially your notice to drink some water. It's still 27 degrees.
Welcome to the world of Babalune. Let's go. If you're having a party, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Just call Babalune. She'll make the party special for you. Yes, like I said, if you're having a party, a big party, or an itty bitty party, you call Babalune. Hey, is it someone's birthday? A graduation?
Someone's
Maybe an
birthday?
Hey, you can even call her if you're having a grand opening. Yeah, maybe you have a restaurant, or maybe you're getting married, or a sweet 16, a trade show, a bar mitzvah, any corporate event. Babaludi will home it up.
She'll what it up? She'll what it up? Honk it up. And look at that fantastic championship belt there. That is what it's all about. The richest prize in all of professional wrestling.
Introducing the challenger from Kissimmee, Florida, Magical Girl, Bobby Bad Boulay.
Magical girl. She's not even in shot. Production truck. Stop it.
And her opponent from the North Pole, the NXT Women's Champion,
Emma the Bear. A mighty Titanic presence here on the BENXT women's roster. Can you remind me how the initial draft was done, and will we get a superstar shakeup anytime soon? So initially, and indeed when we added Monday Night Babs, when I have divided the rosters, I've tried to divide them equally so there is equal, what I would consider, star power and also levels of ability. So the rosters are roughly equal in terms of number, and Grimace is not going to cash in because it's not her show. In terms of the rosters are equal in terms of number, in terms of division size, and in terms of just sort of the size of the names and the characters on each one. Now at some point I would love to do a draft, because they added the draft functionality for Universe Mode in this game, and the GMs who we haven't seen so far, there's GM Miss Piss for Monday Night Babs, there's GM Ben Potter, another different fictional Ben Potter for BENXT, and there's GM Miss Pippa for Pip Down. We've not seen them yet, but they do exist, and during the draft they actually come out and stand at a podium and they do a draft, which is really cool. I would love to do that at some point. I need to look into how it works and if it's just going to completely fuck up all of the roster structure I've put together, or if I can sort of pre-plan it in advance and just make some swaps around and not mess things up too much. Got a lot of spreadsheet action going on, so it might make things really complicated to move a lot of people around, you know, so I gotta try and bloody hell, it's so hot. Got to try and keep it equal. Anyway, back to this match. Bobby Babaluni has been absolutely bare-handled so far by Emma the Bear. Although a timely counter from Bobby Babaluni chops and strikes, and down goes the champion. The mods will become free agents. You can do things like not draft champions, draft tag teams as one, etc. Oh, cool. Okay, well, that's good to know. Oh, and Emma messed up there, trying to throw Bobby Babaluni into the stairs, I think, and she missed. Managed to grab her after the fact and slam her face first into the ring apron. And an elbow drop from Emma the Bear. The champion just brutalizing the challenger so far. And a massive elbow drop. Oh, there's no water in the pool. Bobby Babaluni now taking it to the champion. Emma the Bear driven ribs first into those steel steps. This is, of course, a Falls Count Anywhere match, which means there is no count out, and you can pin or submit your opponent anywhere in the arena. Will they actually do that? We'll see. The AI tends to do the least interesting thing possible, but as proven very briefly by Danny DeVito in the Billy in the Bank men's ladder match, you can actually get into the crowd in this particular arena. It has been constructed with that in mind, so they could even brawl out there in the audience. I don't know if they will, but you never know. And now Emma the Bear with a kendo stick. She decides that's enough. Into the cover. Referee is there. Surely not already. No. Kick out at 1. Bobby, the Bafokeng Looney, still going. Massive right hand from Emma the Bear. Counter from Bobby and a big clothesline. And down goes the champ, challenger. Looking to assert herself here. She's got a signature and a finisher. Climbs into the ring. What's she looking to do here? And Bobby Babalooni, wow, we got almost a POV shot there of being cracked in the head twice by a kendo stick, and again. And then into the cover. Referee slides behind the ring post so you can't actually see. Was there a bit of a showcase of the canvas logos at the start of the stream? You know what? There actually wasn't. We haven't actually had a proper close-up. Assuming this match doesn't end immediately. Oh my God, there it is. The Bobby to Bobby suplex. Is Bobby Babalooni going to do the unthinkable? No, she's not. Right, we're gonna have a look now. Oh God, there we are. Here are our beautiful logos. Doing a little rotate here. Just got to hope that the match does not end while we're rotating. Kick out by Emma again. Bobby Babalooni staying on the offense. There we are. Our lovely logos in the ring. And back to it now. Into the pin again goes Bobby. Kick out once more. Bobby Babalooni has a finisher. Could be looking to go for That's the Balloons Popping. And if that happens, Emma the Bear's reign may be over. And we might have a lot of disappointed bears in the audience tonight. Bobby just going to town with this kendo. Emma the Bear just does not have an answer for this kendo stick. And Emma the Bear's reign is hanging in the balance here. We could be looking for That's the Balloons Popping. Bobby Babalooni again. Oh no, Emma the Bear, despite starting so strongly in this match, has lost the championship. Bobby Babalooni has defeated Emma the Bear in a massive upset here. As soon as this match spilled to the outside, Emma just had no answer for the kendo sticks and the repeated signatures and finishers of Bobby Babalooni. An unprecedented shake-up in the BENXT women's division here in the semi-main event as perennial underdog Robertus Babaloonis dethrones Emma the Bear. And she finally wins not only her first championship, but her first world championship at that. A massive result for balloon fetishists the world over. Their champion is finally crowned.
Yes, sure. Make your guests crazy balloon things like you've never seen before. Yes, she makes balloon fruits and vegetables and butterflies, superheroes, bracelets, animals, dinosaurs, princesses, helicopters, airplanes, ladybugs, and very, very scary snakes. She can even make you a balloon roller coaster.
I don't make that.
Okay, she makes spectacular volcanoes.
I don't make that either.
Okay,
She's
she
got
makes
Yeah, I make those.
yes, many,
She's left
many
loads of fur here.
hats for heads of all sizes. Okay, so now you go look at all the crazy balloon things on the website, and don't forget to call Babalooni.
Don't forget. Yes! Your new BENXT Women's Champion, Bobby Babalooni. I did not think that was going to happen. And based on the amount of BENXT bucks that were transferred there, most of you didn't think that was going to happen either. Did she nibble a bit? No nibbling. She's very gentle. She was so patient with me, but she's such a good dancer that I just needed to share it with the world, you know? I don't think I've ever listened to that in full all the way to the end. No, me neither. That was my first time. I'm glad that we could share that together. I'm glad. How is it? It feels like it's getting hotter in here, but it's still apparently only 27 degrees, so there we are. It is time for our main event. Simon Miller, Piss Jericho, undisputed Pip-Down Men's Championship on the line. This is a TLC match. Tables, ladders, chairs. And as we saw in that brief spoiler there, the championship will be suspended above the ring. Sorry, I'm going to be touching my nose a lot now because the Pippa fur is in there. It's my own fault. It's the price of having a wonderful cat. So there we are. There we are. So one of these two men has got to climb the ladder and retrieve the championship. Now, of course, Piss Jericho has a lot of backup in the undisputed era. Simon Miller going stag, going solo. He's got to do this all by himself. Just looked her up. She's still at it. Her most recent photo says, "My happiest moments are spent with your children." Concerning out of context, but perfectly acceptable for someone who works with balloons. And children's birthday parties. Okay. It's our main event. Of course, we've still got like 50 minutes of the stream remaining before we do our little bonus stream. So we will probably spill over into Monday Night Babs. But the predictions will be live in just a second. And it will be the conclusion of this fantastic Billy in the Bank pay-per-view. Which I think, I know it's not gone a lot of your ways in terms of predictions, in terms of match quality, I think it's really been up there apart from the Pippa match. It's really been up there. It's no Gravy Bay, is it? Utterly unprompted. Practically a telepathic communication there with the Drinks Fairy, who just as I was finishing my last drink and was about to say, "Drinks Fairy, may I summon you?" It has been delivered. Always watching. Always watching. Rip it, my dude. Did my tattoo just key out? Oh, it is. My tattoo, is it keying out? No, it's not. It looks a bit darker than usual, but okay. Sometimes, very rarely, because my tattoo's got a bit of green on it, I go invisible. It's no big deal. It's perfectly normal. If you're going invisible, do go to a GP. But in my line of work, it's quite normal to go invisible. Sorry, just pouring my drink. It's got ice in it too, because it's fucking hot. There we are. Well, Simon Miller, the overwhelming favourite. 20 seconds remain on the BENXT Bucks predictions. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Chris Jericho looking like he's been stretched laterally in Photoshop for some reason. I'm not really sure why.
The following is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the undisputed SmackDown Men's Championship.
I'm seeing Bobby Babalooni's Balloon Incredible Hulk for the first time, and it's absolutely sending me. She's really talented.
Why?
She's brilliant at what she does.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 225 pounds, Simon Miller!
Drinks Fairy made that one with a little bit of extra love in it. All right. Simon Miller has been basically unbeatable in recent weeks on Pip Down. Of course, in the history of this championship title, I take you back to BENXT Season 1, where Funky Barbara Pierce earned the right and the opportunity to challenge for any World Championship. She ended up challenging Piss Jericho for the Pip Down Men's Championship, defeated him, and in the meantime, Simon Miller was crowned the interim champion. So Simon is a former Pip Down Men's Champion, ended up unfortunately losing to Funky Barbara Piss, unifying the belts for the undisputed title, which Piss Jericho eventually recaptured. Chris Jericho holding it until now. So Simon Miller, former Pip-Down World Champion, stands a chance tonight at leveling the record held by Chris Jericho, which, as I just said, is 2 Pip-Down World Championships. Piss it down. Boo! Cover your ears, everyone. Chris Jericho has exhausted the pyro budget for the entire evening. It's greedy. It's just greedy. Stop. Good sake. Oh. There we are. Yes, Pyro means a better wrestler. My man, Chris Jericho. Oh dear. So is NXTJ non-canon? I mean, it's not non-canon. NXTJ happened. It definitely did. All the different wrestling things we've done on these streams have happened, but in terms of recorded history, it started with BENXT Season 1, because that's when I started making notes of things. Chris Jericho representing the undisputed era, looking to keep a hold of that beautiful golden undisputed Pip-Down men's title. Simon Miller, as I said, looking to capture his second championship. He was the holder of the interim title. And while there is no shame in that, I'm sure he would love to hold the quote-unquote real thing. And Chris Jericho with the early advantage. Simon Miller sent over the top rope. Chris Jericho, big right hand. And again, and Simon Miller very much on the back foot at the start of this match, stunned by the champion. Chris Jericho not messing around. Simon Miller, of course, in recent weeks did get a pinfall victory over the champion, which should both make Simon Miller very confident indeed, and also make Chris Jericho feel dreadfully embarrassed, like he desperately is fighting from underneath. There is a second fan being delivered. Bear with me. Sorry. A ladder's been set up. Oh. There we go. Oh, lovely. A second fan. Thank you, Fan Fairy. Ooh. Okay, that is helping a little bit. A little bit of extra cooling. Sorry. Anyway, back to it. Back to it here. Simon Miller in control. Oh, and a big kick to the side of the head of Chris Jericho. Simon Miller gets out of the ring quickly. Simon knows he's got to stay on the attack here. Chris Jericho, for as much as he loves to lie, cheat, steal, and take advantage with his many, many Undisputed Era family members, he is a very formidable opponent. There's a reason he's holding the title. There's a reason he has held it for so long, but there's also a reason why Simon Miller is the #1 contender. Chair shot to the champ. Jericho with a counter manages to grab a hold of Simon before he grabs him. Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Jericho lets go. Of course, this isn't a match that can end in pinfall or submission. One man needs to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Some slingshot kick, and then Simon Miller gets out of the way. Oh, he manages to use telekinesis to pick him up. Simon Miller ducks out of the way, doesn't manage to avoid that one. Sidesteps the drop kick. Jericho blocks that. And a piss breaker to Simon Miller. What an exchange between these two men. That is Chris Jericho's signature, and Simon Miller laying awfully uncomfortably on that ladder there. Miller slowly starting to get back to his feet. Jericho does have a finisher, neck breaker from Jericho. Simon Miller not looking so hot here. Jericho off to a fantastic... In fact, I think Jericho went for the the walls of Jericho, which Simon Miller did counter. And I think Simon's just going to go for it. Jericho is getting back to his feet, though, so Simon Miller needs to pay attention. Oh, and that's a bad fall. That's a rough fall from that height. Miller has a signature and a finisher, and we know Miller can connect with that spear from anywhere. Jericho best be on his guard. Miller sends... Oh, that was it. That was Miller going for the spear. Jericho saw it coming, managed to get a knee up, and now Jericho to the top rope. Simon Miller kip up back to his feet, and it is not paid off at all as Jericho catches him with that aerial offense. And now Jericho picking up... Can't get my bloody finger under the ring pole. Jericho now spry as anything to the top of the ladder. Simon Miller is down. Is he going to get up in time to stop Jericho from grabbing back his title? There's been no movement from Miller. Oh! Very close indeed. Miller emerging from out of frame to absolutely wipe out the champion. Rosita63 beside themselves in the chat there. Looking for, I believe, their first win of the night. It's been a tough night at the office for some BENXT Bucks predictors. Jericho's got a finisher. Miller finisherless. Oh, but Miller got out of the way. Jericho went for that back elbow, and Simon Miller immediately on the attack. Again, what an exchange. These two know each other so... And there's the spear from Miller. If Simon Miller can get this... Why is Jericho getting straight back to his feet? That is unbelievable. How did Jericho get back to his feet? Simon Miller, though, not taking any chances immediately with the full mount and the ground and pound on Jericho. And now Simon Miller turns his attention to the ladder. I don't know why he's gone all the way around to... Where is he going? He's not done with Jericho, and he's taken way too much time. And he's left it wide open for Jericho to do a lap of the ladder. These men do not know what they are doing. Jericho sends Simon Miller. Oh, Simon Miller with the counter. Disconnects the two of them. Kick to the midsection. Jericho connects first. Scoops up Simon. Simon slides out the back door. Takes down Jericho. Miller. Massive knee strike. Champion uses the last of his stamina to roll out of the ring. Simon Miller, though, may have the time to get to the top of the ladder before Jericho gets there. And he notices Jericho. Jericho gets down, but Jericho connecting with a clothesline. The challenger down, and now Jericho climbs. And this could be Jericho's moment. Simon Miller is down. It could be very brief here. Oh, Jericho's going all the way to the top. He's not going for it. He's going for a splash instead. All caution thrown to the wind there by the champion, as now Jericho again should really be climbing this ladder, but he's not doing it, and I don't know why. Now he climbs. Miller is groggy. Miller needs to snap out of it. He notices that Jericho is there, and he pushes him off the ladder. Once again, these two just playing silly buggers in regards to actually winning this championship. Oh, and a knee strike from Miller. Miller trying to stay on it, sends Jericho into the ropes. Miller, clothesline countered by Jericho. Big overhand strike. Jericho takes down the challenger at the knee. Both men down. Miller looking to get back to his feet first, but he's obviously really hurt his knee. Jericho drops the elbow. Jericho looking to inflict some punishment, but Simon Miller back to his feet. Springboard moonsault. That is Jericho's own maneuver there. Simon Miller has a signature. We'll see if he goes for it, or actually if he just rather set up the ladder. Jericho is unfortunately right in the way, so he elects to put it in the wrong part of the ring. Picks up the chair, and he hits the champion with it. And Jericho manages to get out of the way of the second one. Both men really hurting in this one. Simon sent into the corner. Jericho takes him down. Picks him back up. Simon Miller back to his feet, going for the piss breaker again. Simon countered it. Knee strike. And now I believe these two are going to go for the old faithful slop and chop. And here we go. Both men, pardon my French here, this is the technical term, slapping the absolute piss out of each other in the main event of Billy in the Bank. Can Jericho hold on? Or will it be Simon Miller who captures his second Pip Down World Championship, and here we go. It all breaking down, the two men striking each other. Who's going to come out of it better off? It appears neither man did. Who's going to attack first? Jericho manages to get him up first, scoops up the challenger. Up on the shoulder, and down goes Miller on the rope. No ladders set up though for Jericho to use. Now he spots it and moves it into position. Sees that Miller's there, sends him into the row. Oh, Simon steps out the way of the back elbow of Jericho. The Jude Piss effect. Not effective here. Miller avoids. Oh, and down goes the champ. Simon now. Nothing is standing between him and the championship. He's taking his time going to the top rope or the top of the ladder, and now it's Simon who's not going for the title. Why, Simon? Why? Jericho gets out the way. And Simon not done. Absolutely plants the champion, taking out the ladder in the process. Oh, and hang on a second. From earlier in the night, it's another member of the Undisputed Era. Seth Pissin Rollins coming to the aid of Piss Jericho. Shenanigans abound, and Jericho's just standing there watching. Simon Miller has no idea. Oh, that Piss Jericho's there, and Simon Miller gets out of the way of one. He can't get out of the way of both, though. Miller sent into the ropes, and he sidesteps the Jude Piss effect again. Simon Miller absolutely on fire. He avoided the shenanigans, and there's a spear from Miller. A spear from Miller. The champion is down. The ladder being set up. Miller begins the climb. Does he have enough time before Piss Jericho wakes up? He's not going for the title again. What's he doing? Simon Miller drops the knees, and Piss Jericho gets out the way again. Simon, you dafty, what are you doing? He's able to counter though in a drop kick, and down goes the champion once more. The AI is going haywire. Neither man knows how to go for the title. Piss Jericho. Spear misses this time. Simon Miller went to the well one too many times, and Piss Jericho saw it coming. Miller having a breather. Lets Piss Jericho go. Decides to attack with strikes instead, and now just launching the champion. Massive hip toss. And Jericho sent into the... Oh, Simon didn't see that coming. Springboard forearm. And the challenger's down again. Piss Jericho now going for gold. And hopefully this won't come back to haunt Simon, because Jericho this time will actually go for the championship. Miller getting back to his feet, but is it too late? Will Miller stop him? Oh, just gets there in time. And hopefully this is the wake-up call Miller needs to actually realise what he's got to do here. The champion tumbles to the canvas. Miller goes after the chair, drops it, decides to go after the champion with his fists and his strikes instead. Roundhouse kick to the face, and now Miller turns his attention back to gold. Is it finally Miller's time? He's reaching for it. Jericho is down. The champion is down. Is Miller going to win the big one? Is he finally going to? He's done it. Simon Miller is your new undisputed Pip Down men's champion. What a match between these two titans of the men's division. They got a bit confused in the middle. They didn't quite know what they had to do when they got to the top of the ladder. But Simon Miller saw off not only Piss Jericho tonight, but also members of his family as well. He is your new undisputed Pip Down men's champion. And that's okay. What a match. That shouldn't be as funny as it is. Simon Meh. Fuck's sake. Wow. Simon Meh with the win. The title is back in his possession. No asterisk this time. No interim. Simon Miller is your undisputed Pip Down men's champion. Absolutely incredible work from Miller. And I think, my friends, that this one will go down in the history books as one of the best pay-per-views we've ever had. We've crowned multiple new champions. Leon Sex Kennedy overcoming his husband. James Worm climbed up the ladder to grab the men's Billy in the Bank briefcase. Dr. Hill and Silas the Dog Boy sadly unsuccessful in their title aspirations. Pippa the Cat dethroned Gollum. Grimace becomes Miss Money in the Bank. Emma the Bear lost her title in shocking fashion to Bobby Babaffucking Looney. And in the main event, of course, as we've just seen, Simon Miller dethroned Piss Jericho to become the undisputed Pip-Down Men's Champion. What a night of action. And we're not done yet. We've still got 30 minutes remaining, which means it is time for the Monday Night Babs after Billy in the Bank. And that Vidiots Championship is going to be on the line. The incumbent champ, Peter Austin, puts it up against Mikey Johnson and fictional different man, Ben Potter. Let's see what we get served, though. These two just going straight back at it. No title on the line. Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Ben Potter and Peter Austin versus Rim Flair and Triple Flush. Drinks Fairy and Les Freaking Go, there he is, shaved, continue their rivalry. Shauna goes one-on-one with Paul Schnauzer, and in the main event, Grimace challenges Hannah Montana for the Monday Night Babs Women's Championship. I don't even think she's cashed in her Money in the Bank her Billy in what's it called? The Billy in the Bank briefcase, though. And this is what happened last year as well, where Pippa was world champion and also Miss Billy in the Bank. So that doesn't make an awful lot of sense. Anyway, unfortunately, we have to cut 2 of these matches. Unless we can add one. We can't add one. One of them has to be for the Tesco KX Championship, and one of them has to be for the Vidiots title. What do we bloody cut, though? What do we cut? Oh, yeah, we have just seen this, so we can cut this one. You boys need to chill out, all right? You guys need to settle down. So let's get our Vidiots title on. Triple threat. Not you two. It is a title match. It's going to be... In fact, can I do this? I think I should be able to do this. Peter Austin in his Spyro attire versus Ben Potter in his Scyther attire. Is Mikey Johnson even going to be an option? Because he's not on this roster. No, he's not. My Chemical Johnson is not actually available to add. So I might need to temporarily add him as a roster friend? A roster friend? Cut the Grimace to avoid the briefcase and champ scenario. Can do that for sure. Although I don't really know when they're going to get the opportunity to cash in, you know? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. So we've got a little bit of admin to do. Bear with me a second, gang. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Dun, dun. So, Mikey, where you at, buddy? Michael Johnson is, of course, part of the Pip-Down roster. So, assigned show. Can we get him on both? We can have him on both. Okay, cool. So he's now on 2 shows. After this match, I will have to remove him again. Please don't let me forget. Please don't let me forget. Right. Take 2. We do need to cut a second match for the wheel. We're going to have to spin the wheel. So if you guys have any ideas, I want to... Oh no, we were talking about maybe cutting this one, weren't we? All right, that's fine. We've solved it already. My bad. So, triple threat. Title on the line. Not you. No. Shit. Not you. Mikey Johnson. Different guy, Ben Potter. And this is the real Peter. This is the guy. Peter Austin. There we go. And the championship defended is, of course, going to be the Vidiots Championship. There we go. And just for fun, would you guys like to spin the wheel with me? Shall we do it? Now, I'm going to check what we did on last week's Monday Night Babs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a tables match, which means... Oh no, it was a battle royal. So this week it's going to be a tables match. What's up? Why are you yelling my name? What's going on? The tag match? You want to get rid of the tag match instead? Jesus, guys. Make up your mind. What do you want to do? Make up your flipping mind here. Right, fine. Tables match over here then. Jeez Louise, gang. Right. Sorry, Peter Austin. Sorry, Ben Potter. You already got a championship match. Is that what you want me to say? Yeah, is that what you want me to say? Boring. Our current champ is Nathan Cake, of course. Lord Brotovich's favourite man in the whole world. Sorry, I nearly CM Punk'd myself there, didn't I? Oh, sorry, Hogan. Oh, sorry, Becky Lynched. Whose turn is it now that we hate for some reason? Yes. Okay. Wheel. I don't have my wheel open because I didn't think there would be time for wheel tonight. So I've got to open my wheel. Wheel time. Here we go. Right. Go down to Monday Night Babs. There we are. We hate Rhea Ripley now, do we? I can't keep up. Can't bloody keep up. Right. Wheel. On. Boop. There we go. Who is challenging Nathan Cake for his championship? We will obviously have to do this stream next week, but that's fine. His first challenger is... It's the Craddock! There we are. Fanny Craddock gone. Mikey needs Parrot Boy gear, seeing as you, not you, and TP have 2 gears. You could give him a fancy cape, or if they're in the game, full-on wings. It's a great idea. I will make a note. Oh, it's... Oh, unfortunately, it's Rim Flare. The old man gets a shot. 2 spaces remain. Here we go. Parrots, holidays, and bacon attire. Oh, bloody hell, it's another Brot Means Bread member. German Cheggers looking to wrestle the title away from the Cake Man. Right, I've added a note now for Mikey. There we go. And 1 spot remains. It's... Oh, God, it was nearly Tavish. Bloody hell, we've got 2 members of flipping P-Evolution on here. I'd actually rather have Tavish, but, you know, the wheel is all-knowing. So, what are you going to do? No, I want to know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? Go on, complain. I dare you. There we are. Tesco KX Championship on the line. And that's our lineup for next week. We will, though, hopefully have time to go through this triple threat. Predictions will be underway in just a second. Mikey Johnson, Ben Potter challenging for Peter Austin's Vidiots Championship. T-minus 24 minutes until the sponsored stream. Please stay around. Please come and watch the Esports 2026 World Cup opening ceremony with me. We'll have fun, I promise. Here we go. Sorry, here we go. I'm going to tweet and send an email. How dare you?
The following is a triple threat match and is for the Internet's Television Championship.
We got that doggy shit in our eye and talking sexual war. Walking round on all fours, they make me hit the floor.
Introducing the champions from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 211 pounds.
Down. I see them almost every day. You know I stop and say, hey, if that
Michael Johnson, the Parrot Boy.
it's gonna be a price to pay. Smack a bit.
Skanking, is that the term? I'm just going to go with it. Skanking his way down to the ring, ready to go.
This one goes
Michael
out to
Johnson,
my
former
kid.
one-time wide
Rest in
champion.
peace. My heart hurt so much, I made a memorial quiche.
One-time VODs champion as well.
It was made to
Peter
please
Austin
and
currently
ease. This
in his...
sense of melancholy.
No, that doesn't seem right.
I got a
No, Peter Austin
manifesto.
currently in his
I
second reign.
want
There we
to
are.
be the first hoe. Hug and pet
I'm
every
trying to work
dog
out the
on
stats
this
here. I think
planet
Ben has had
Earth.
3
Left hand,
victories
right
in
hand,
total.
left hand, give it a pet.
Give it a pet. Mikey Johnson is ready. Here we go. This is, of course, legally a different man. So any issues you have with me, you can... don't take them up with me. It's not me, all right? BENXT.
And introducing the challenger from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 245 pounds, Ben
Mikey Johnson rolling out of the ring because he knows big bad boy Ben Potter is here. Recently celebrated a birthday unrelated to mine, and that's fine. Ben looking to capture his 4th VODs championship? I'm not really sure. I need to ask the spreadsheet fairy for clarification. Because I was fairly sure they'd all had it twice, but maybe I'm wrong. Ben has won twice. Okay. Thank you, spreadsheet fairy. Has Mikey only won it once? Either way, Ben and Peter have held it twice. Peter currently in his second reign. If Ben wins tonight, he makes history by holding it for a 3rd time. And speaking of the champion, Mikey's won once. Okay, Mikey's only held it once. Peter in his second reign. Mikey looking to level the playing field by capturing it for a 2nd time. Ben looking to escape the pack by winning it for a 3rd. And Peter looking to maintain his reign.
And introducing the champion, representing the Dudley Boys, from Yorkshire, England, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Internet's television champion, Time E. Peter Austin.
Of course, both Ben Potter and Peter Austin are currently in a tag team. They were actually supposed to be in action tonight against the Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champions, but they were overruled by, quite frankly, mob rule. Disgraceful reaction from the audience. They hated it, they booed it, they yelled, made them both very sad, but together they have won BENXT Tag Team Gold in the past. The VODs Championship is the only singles title that either man has ever held. Mikey Johnson, distinguished in having won the Wide Championship at one point. I thought Peter was holidaying in Spain. He was, and he, I think, has landed back in the UK now. Immediately went straight to Monday Night Babs. He's a consummate professional. He knew he had a job to do tonight with his strange haircut in this game for some reason. And here we go, title on the line. Mikey Johnson takes down Ben Potter after Ben Potter took down Peter Austin. Peter Austin clambering to the top rope, misses. Mikey Johnson now going after the champ. Back suplex from Mikey Johnson. Ben Potter now boot to the tum-tum. That's a technical term. Big right hand from Ben. Continuing to go after the champ. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. All I've had is Pepsi. All I've had is Pepsi. Help! Has TP seen this gear? Because I think he'd love it if he's not seen it. You know what? I don't think he has, actually. I've still, at some point, I need to get Peter Austin on the commentary with me for a BENXT. The issue is that it's antisocial hours. And he, very understandably, might just want to be having his tea, chilling out, unwinding, you know. At some point, we will make it happen, though. Mikey Johnson with the kip up. Ben Potter doesn't realise, gets clubbed in the back of the neck there. Face first, driven into the mat by Mikey Johnson. Peter Austin sends Mikey right over the top rope, and now it's just Peter and Ben, although Peter slingshots his way out as Ben watches Peter just sort of have a little jiggle, and that's okay. Of course, the third man is always a factor in these. Whoa! Whoa, Peter, what the hell, man? Oh, and Ben was like, absolutely not. No way. Incredible from Peter. I've never seen him do that before. Ben sent into the corner by Mikey Johnson. Big kick to the hamstring, and Peter Austin flies in and takes him out. Is a match between you guys going to be a thing at the Podiats live show? It's not, no. I can reveal that much at least. It was great fun to do as part of the reunion stream last year. And maybe there'll be an opportunity to do something like that again in the future, but certainly not planned for the live show. Big forearm from Peter Austin, who climbs in, and Mike Johnson is stunned. Peter Austin rolls through into the cover. Ben's retrieved a baseball bat, realizes what's happening. Mikey's turned it around. Ben there to break it up, but Peter rolls through again, and then Ben says, that's enough. Ben's like, stop. Will you just stop? It's freaking me out. Get out of the way. Mikey Johnson, absolutely incredible. Michael Johnson, it seems he's extra motivated tonight, perhaps realizes that he's down in the standings in terms of Vidiot's Championships won compared to his two compatriots, and he is motivated to see this thing through. Now the difficult thing will be the numbers game in this match, of course. As soon as someone goes for a pin, there is always a third man ready to break it up and interfere. Mikey sent into the corner. Peter, look at that. Little spin in the air. Oh, and then an enziguri for good measure as well. Mikey Johnson still on his feet though. Peter Austin catches him with a whisper in the wind, but it looks like Peter did some damage to his lower back. Ben slides out of the ring, looking under for something. He's got a kendo stick, and Mikey Johnson cuts him off at the pass, gets Ben Potter up. Oh, that was a quite high angle suplex there, almost a brain buster. And Peter takes out Mikey. Mikey's stunned. Mikey Johnson did have a signature. I think he decided to just sacrifice the vast majority of his signature bar to stand up early, but he's still down, which feels a little unfair. Ben, kendo stick. Peter Austin stunned, sees Mikey coming. Mikey disarms him quite easily. And Michael Johnson has Ben up. Another snap suplex. Good enough. From Mikey Johnson. Springboard frog splash. Ben got the knees up. Ben, shoulder tackle. And Ben is feeling confident. He's got a signature. Mikey Johnson potentially in the firing line. Another shoulder tackle from Ben. You can see Peter Austin is up on the outside. He's sliding back in with a chair. Mikey sent into the ropes. Ben misses with that early swing. Peter Austin just biding his time to use that chair. Ben manages to get it off him. And Peter now with the counter. The Vidiot's champion, Peter Austin. Off the... Well, I don't know how Mikey was suddenly stunned. He's still holding a baseball bat, but Ben flies in and takes him out. This is absolute chaos here. Peter takes down Ben. Peter slides out, going under the apron. Grabs himself a kendo stick. And the two men limping towards each other, but it's Ben with the pump kick. He just takes out the champion, and Michael Johnson's alone in the ring. Ben Potter does have a finisher. Remember, it's a different guy. Mikey Johnson now decides he wants to join in and takes advantage while Ben is flexing for the camera. Oh, Ben able to power Michael Johnson up, and he dumps him right on top of Peter Austin. Oh, big clubbing blow to the back of the champion. Ben Potter in prime position here to hit that finisher and maybe capture a record-breaking third title, as Peter Austin sent into Mikey, and Peter suddenly, the first person he sees is Michael Johnson, so he thinks, I'm going to attack you. And Ben just pacing, stalking in the ring. There's a close-up of Ben doing absolutely nothing, and then a close-up of Peter doing absolutely nothing, and back to Ben now as he watches Peter get back into the ring. Ben takes the title off, not the title, takes the kendo stick off Peter, and I believe Peter countered Ben Potter's finisher attempt, so Peter now has the finisher and Ben is left empty-handed. And Mikey now retrieving a kendo stick. How many weapons does this match possibly need? Peter hits, that's a very interesting castle, and Michael Johnson there to absolutely interrupt, but Michael's pinning the wrong man. Michael clocks Peter Austin with the kendo stick. Oh God, but really he should have pinned Ben. Ben was the one who got hit with that's a very interesting castle, and now Mikey turns his attention to Ben Potter. Different guy. Ben Potter getting back to his feet, and Ben powerbomb. Impressive wherewithal from a man who got clocked. And now Michael Johnson's on the receiving end of a beating. Ben notices Peter's coming in, but takes too long. Peter Austin drives Ben face first. Oh, and Ben straight back to his feet. Absolutely no sells, whatever that is. And, oh, Peter able to counter another bit of significant Ben Potter offense. What an incredible match it is here between these three for the VODs title. Peter takes Mikey off the apron. Peter Austin into the cover. Can Peter retain his championship here? Michael is nowhere to be seen. Ben powers out. And we're still going. Ben back to his feet. Snapmare. Peter takes him down off the ropes. Big kick sends Ben spiraling backwards. Michael Johnson is back in the ring now. Lifts Peter up. Shoulder breaker. Down goes the champion. Michael Johnson now turning his attention to Ben Potter. Michael's got a signature and a finisher. And so too does Peter Austin. It's probably going to be between these two now at this point. Quite frankly, in the deep water of this match. Ben is watching on though. Very easy in a triple threat to just insert himself into things as he did there, but he misses wildly. And Michael Johnson rolls up Peter. Ben breaks it up. Michael Johnson sends Ben into the corner. Counter from Ben. Mikey sent into the corner. Peter Austin now. Oh! Snapdragon suplex into the bridge. Ben is out. Mikey Johnson is stunned. Oh my God, Ben just escaping. I don't know how he kicked out of that. Mikey Johnson was not able to break it up. And Michael Johnson into the submission. But Peter able to escape. Michael Johnson. We're entering our last 10 minutes of the stream. Michael Johnson side Russian leg sweep. Ben Potter kissing his biceps. I don't know why he's doing that. Not really the time or the place. And he walks straight into a grapple from Michael Johnson. And what's Mikey going to do here? Underhook pump handle. Back suplex. Peter Austin does a back suplex of his own to Michael Johnson. Picks up the kendo stick and now turns his attention to his tag team partner. And with the kendo stick, locks in the submission as Ben's got nowhere to go, but he manages to kick out for some reason. Very impressive from Ben, who now unleashes a flurry of strikes on Peter Austin. Hooks the leg. Horrible angle of whatever move just happened in the ring. Ben picks up the kendo stick. Michael Johnson back in. Ben doesn't see him until it's too late. Michael picks the leg into another submission. Ben now in an agonizing submission maneuver. Is Ben going to tap out? Is Michael Johnson going to capture his second VODs championship and bring it level with Ben and Peter? It doesn't look like it. Oh God, and that stiff right hand from Ben busted Mikey open. And the champion's back in, misses with that swing. Michael Johnston sends Peter into the corner. And Ben looks like he's going to take Mikey into the other corner. We are in the very, very, very deep water of this match. Ben takes out Mikey. And Ben looking like he's going to settle in for a big move here. Shoulder tackle again to Michael Johnson. Peter Austin back involved now. Peter flies in with a dropkick. Ben stunned by that. Peter sends Mikey into the ropes. Misses. Bit of a miscommunication. Peter can still get it done though. He's got two finishers. Mikey face first. And that's a very interesting castle. Ben Potter busted open. Mikey completely unconscious in the corner. It's going to be Peter Austin who continues his reign. Peter Austin in his second reign of VODs Championship Gold soundly puts down Michael Johnson and Ben Potter in that final exchange. Expertly timed. And despite a very game effort from both Mikey and different man Ben Potter, it is Peter Austin who is going to be continuing as VODs champion here in BENXT. Rosita 1-1. Come on! And there it was. That's a very interesting castle, busting open the face of Ben Potter. No third championship here for him tonight. No second championship for Michael either. Peter Austin does the job. Thank you, Dwelling Badger. That was TP with 35% of the votes, Mikey 31 and Ben Potter, different man, 34. Pretty much an even split there. He continues his reign. And what a showing it was here tonight for Peter Austin. The Spyro gear plays dividends once again for the tiny man from Yorkshire. And we just have to hope that Team Redundant, Ben Potter and Peter Austin can stay on the same page and stay good buddies. Don't forget to take Mikey off the Monday Night Babs roster. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it right now. Everybody, I'm going to end things a little earlier than usual just because we do not have enough time and we have a sponsored stream to get to. I believe the opening ceremony technically should actually be underway. I'm going to double check that. If you would very, very kindly stick around, I'm going to conclude this stream, immediately start another one, and you may need to refresh. I might go for a quick wee, but it will just be like a minute or so, and then we can find out whatever the fuck the esports 2026 World Cup opening ceremony is together. All right? I'd super appreciate it. It would be massively helpful to me. Let's have a look. Mikey Johnson, thank you for coming to Monday Night Babs. You can now go down to Pip Down. I say down. You can now go back to Pip Down. There we go. No. Say please. Please! Please! Seriously, please. 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 Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please. There we are. That's been updated. Lovely stuff. Let me just double check my cheat sheet because much like when I did the Minecraft stream, there's all sorts of stuff that like I have to press. I have to do all sorts of things once I go live, like click buttons on the back end of Twitch. So, yeah. Bear with us a second, my gang. My dudes. My wonderful friends. Oh no, I've just bumped up the auto mod. No more anal for the road. Alright, I'll take it back down. Hang on. If you guys want to get your anals out now. Here we go. Ready? Now, you can get some anals in quickly. Quickly. Do it quickly now. Quickly. Do it quickly. Okay. Right. I'm checking. And I think... Let me just double check. Are they actually live now? They're not actually live. Oh, gang. What the fuck? So the opening ceremony... I'm looking. The opening ceremony... Like, I'm properly confused. Bear with me. I'm trying to work this out in real time. Esports World Cup 2026 opening ceremony live. It said that it started at 8 p.m. and concluded at like 10 p.m. And I don't see it. The stream title is correct, but it's not actually there. So what the fuck is going on? Genuinely, I know it's funny, but also this is kind of gutting. I'm actually pretty gutted about this because that's not the information that I was given. I thought it starts at 9. Does it actually start at 9 p.m? Because the title is there. Any verification that anyone can give me a hand with would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to work it out. Their most recent video was the Esports World Cup 2026 opening ceremony that appears to have just finished. I think they've given me the wrong times. Genuinely. Because it's happened in France, so it's an hour ahead, and I think they gave it to me in BST, and they said that as long as I go live at 2100 BST, I'll be fine, and it's not there. Oh, what the fuck, man? That's actually really, really disappointing. That's so disappointing. Fuck's sake. Well, what do I do? I'll put the fucking auto mod back up. That's what I'm gonna bloody do. I'll tell you that much. Let me just check. Hang on. It says I can still activate it. Yeah, it says it's in progress and it can conclude at it says it concludes at 10:15 BST is what it says. That's what I'm literally looking at that right now. Co-stream for 30 minutes of the Esports World Cup opening ceremony. Note the opening ceremony is on July the 8th, 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So that's 8:30 p.m. Oh no, it's an hour. Yeah, so it's 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. British Standard Time. Note that you need to start co-streaming before 10:30 p.m. Central European Standard Time. That's 9:30 p.m. British Standard Time. So they have absolutely they've fucked on me. Where is that referee? The Esports 2026 World Cup has fucked on me. They're not live. If you go there now, it shows their most recent broadcast, which is the opening ceremony, and that video is an hour long. So they went live at presumably 8:30, and then or 8, and then just finished, or 7:30, and then finished at 8:30. So the time. So it's not my fault. I'm well within the times that they've given me, and they've fucked me over. Oh man, that sucks, dude. That sucks so bad. I'm gonna have to get in touch with someone about this. Genuinely, sorry. I know I really appreciate you all sticking around for this sort of crisis that I'm having here, but genuinely, I'm gonna have to get in touch with someone now, because if you accept a sponsorship on Twitch and then you don't follow through, it can actually it will negatively impact your opportunities in the future, because you've accepted it and then you've not done it. So I'm going to need to get in touch with someone at Twitch and say, hey, listen, like the times you gave me were wrong and I can't do it. Dude, that sucks so bad. Fuck's sake, man. Man. What a piss take. Right, you're right. I'll take lots of screenshots. I'm going to do that. Okay. Well, we're going to call it there. Let's see the positive, right? Let's have the positives from this. This was a great Billy in the Bank. Lots of excellent matches have been had, and I really appreciate you coming along. Very, very disappointing end to the stream. Because, hey, some sponsorship money goes a really long way when you're doing streams, and it helps out an awful lot. And they have absolutely done me up like a fucking kipper there. So I'm going to go send some angry messages. But I'm not angry with you guys. You guys have been brilliant. And for all the credit in the world, you've stuck around to the end. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting me this evening. Thank you for supporting me this week. Does it still count if you watch / stream the VOD? Unfortunately not, because part of this sponsorship, it came with loads of strings attached, and one of them is that you have to go to their page while they're live and click the stream together button, which I can't do if they're not live. So there we go. Cheers, Esports World Cup. You bastards. What the hell? I'm absolutely gutted. I'm miffed. I'm so miffed with that. Ah, that would have really helped. Sorry. Anyway, we'll call it there. A massive thank you to all of you. If you're in the UK or in Europe and it's really fucking warm, drink lots of water, stay cool. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your support this week. Please do come along next week. Probably no sponsored streams. There may not be a sponsored stream again, because technically I've not upheld my end of the bargain. But next week we begin Marvel Spider-Man, Dead Space. We've got more BENXT, of course. And that's all Monday to Wednesday. On Sunday, there's an episode of Worst Games Ever that releases for everybody on YouTube. I appreciate your support massively. Support the things you enjoy. Subscribe. Watch things without an ad blocker. Honestly, watching things without an ad blocker makes the world of difference, especially to channels of sort of my level. So if you're doing that, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your week and your weekend. And I will see all of you, hopefully, on Monday morning. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you soon. Good night, friends. I'm so fucking warm. I'm so warm. Bye.